want no smoke with my collective. Gotta respect it, fucking protect it. You can't find that L on my record. Better accept that I'm a king. You all talking without the action. You show off and needed some practice. We go hard, we making it happen. Ain't no capping. Do your thing. Better applaud when I go off. Let me show you how it done. None of the odds, take out a squad. You can't beat me, one against one. Once you see me, all of y'all done. Crush your ego, do it for fun. That's for anybody getting rowdy. Time to pack up and run.
Hey, hey, put me on blast. Ready for attack, I be like that. Say, hey, know what you gonna do? I already know. 'Cause we're the best around. Left, right, back it up. Yeah, my crew's airtight. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. 'Cause we're the best around. Back line, pass you up. Careful 'cause I'm right by. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. We're the best around.
You know we're breaking the mold. Winning it never gets old. They all be digging my style, looking all wild, they could go whoa. All of my haters go check it. When I hit the scene, I go wreck it. It's time for the fight to go choose. We never lose. Ha! Who knew Indra be climbing the ranks? Not a cub, but a full-grown tiger. It's a good look, don't you think? Riding high, don't you admire? Growing up on the streets of rough. Glasgow games won't make me tough. Taking risks, throwing fists in my face, but you don't place like what?
Hey, hey, put me on blast. Ready for attack, I be like that. Say, hey, know what you gonna do? I already know. 'Cause we're the best around. Left, right, back it up. Yeah, my crew's airtight. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. 'Cause we're the best around. Back line, pass you up. Careful 'cause I'm right by. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. We're the best around. Yeah, they call me season, I got all eyes on me. I'm born to lead, no, you will never stop me. I make the rules, yeah, I pay my own pay. Now I don't need you 'cause you know I strike back. If someone fight, keeps me like a fast car. I'm independent, I be spending. Yeah, I'm a warrior, and I'm coming for you. So what you gonna do?
Yo, I'm a specialist, cross my targets off my list with a flick of the wrist. Call it a trick, why need to bringing it back? Sorry for spoiling a plan. Total domination, Rhodes Island, we ain't playing. What's that your best move? Tell me that ain't true. This too easy, this too easy. I'm in my habitat, don't mean anywhere. I can adapt. Once you are caught in my strings, yeah, nowhere to run, you're stuck in my trap. When they call you, then they looking to hunt. Stop the impossible after I stun. Living in doubt, my crew doing damage. No need to boast, but we do the most.
Hey, hey, put me on blast. Ready for attack, I be like that. Say, hey, know what you gonna do? I already know. 'Cause we're the best around. Left, right, back it up. Yeah, my crew's airtight. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. 'Cause we're the best around. Back line, pass you up. Careful 'cause I'm right by. We're unstoppable. Yeah, you know. We're the best around.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? Hope everyone is well. I just need to adjust the camera here and hope that not everything on the desk falls. Oh, I think that's better. Yeah, there we go. Boom. Hello. We are back. I had to take a little bit of like a week to recover from the trip. I was like tired after work like every single day. It was a thing. But we're back now, feeling the energy, and we actually have a lot of content to go through. Time-limited content in Girls Frontline 2, which is the Aphelion story, which I have heard is the main story, is a continuation of the main story, which might be a little bit awkward because we have not done 8 yet. We haven't done 7 yet either. So I mean, we're kind of skipping forward a little bit, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We do need to do these 2 stories though, otherwise we're gonna feel a little bit. There's gonna be like a missing part of our memory essentially if we don't go back and do these 2 stories. But for now, we're just gonna jump into Aphelion. And yeah, hopefully the story picks up a little bit here. I have said in previous Girls Frontline 2 streams that the story has struggled to grab me thus far. Although I will say the Suomi story and the Dushinova story were actually pretty good. So those ones I actually kind of enjoyed. So I'm hoping we get another good one here with Aphelion. But I guess let's just jump in and find out. So I've done none of this yet. I have tried out Klukai, and Klukai is kind of cracked. Probably, I'd argue she's probably the best AoE damage dealer, if not the best damage dealer in the game at the moment, because she is insane. Actually insane. But let's see, what are we doing here? I see we've got these things over here which have not unlocked yet, including challenge mode part 2. So supply station is probably the store, right? Yeah, okay. So I assume hazard... No. Oh wait, it's here. Oh, it's down right at the bottom. Okay. Okay, so this is all extra content. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, how long is this? This is... about 10 levels, yeah. So they seem to be doing 10 levels each part of a story. Cool. That's a good song, man. It's a good song. What is this? Exchange rare. Oh, this is like the event currency. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we're starting off with the 15s. So again, they start you off pretty early. Does it show me... what level does this go up to? It goes up to level 26, so this stuff's probably going to be really easy, and we're going to breeze through the actual stages. But let's check out the story. Let me just come back here and turn that off. All right, here we go. The story begins. Even in the place furthest from the sun, daylight does not fade so easily. A new comms request. Encrypted channel. Cooler is light the dawn, shining edge in hand. Oh, this is the call sign, isn't it? From blonde chick. Oh, what's her name? Callan? No. Is it? I think it might be Callan, actually. Put it through. Oh, it's Lena. Commander, when does she come out, by the way? I need her. I need her on my team. Immediately, please. I am consumed by nightmares of the past. Lena's transmission brings the latest tidings. Murmurs of terror buried away by she who toys with destinies with a wave of her hand. The sandbox tells another tale. The Elmo proceeds at full speed across the wilderness, route data feeding in intermittently. It's the afternoon, the time when the sun is strongest. For but a moment, the daylight from outside strikes my eyes. In a moment of stupor, a most familiar name comes to mind, one that has left my lips in quite some time. 416. Klukai. Oh, is that her bike? That's her bike! Klukai and, how's that pronounced? Mekti? I'm gonna go with Mekti. Mechti? No, Mekti. I think it's Mekti. Klukai and Mekti shelter from a collapsed storm in the remains of a building. Gravel endlessly pelts the ruins as it gets propelled by the raging storm. The frail windows emit an unsettling screech, ready to burst into a million tiny blades any second. Mekti leans against a broken wall far away from the window, looking at the seething collapse storm outside with fatigued eyes. Jeez, what kind of a cursed place is this? Collapse storms just rock up out of nowhere, without any notice. Sure would be nice to be Andorus or Belka right now, lounging about in the temporary base instead of having to do some preliminary survey. If you're expecting weather forecasts this close to a red zone, then I'm afraid you'd be sorely disappointed. Yeah, whatever. A great gale rushes over the building, bringing with it a variety of swept-up debris and grabbing Mekti's attention. Whoa! What was that just flew by? Looked like a wooden crate if my eyes weren't deceiving me. Thank goodness our motorbike could fit in here, or all the equipment I painstakingly brought would have gone flying away. I regret allowing you to bring all that trash along. You just don't get it, Klukai. Compared to the equipment we found in the few settlements we investigated, what I've brought is worthy of being family heirlooms. She proudly glances at the backpack strapped to the motorbike. I mean, it doesn't seem like she's brought a lot, really. So much so that even those kids back there would be envious. You were tasked with investigating Paradis, and you went to mess around with children instead. Hey, don't give me that scary look. I didn't shirk my duties or anything. I just didn't get any answers. Not a single person there has seen any dolls resembling a Nido, much less heard anything about the whole Paradis deal. Are they really still active like Leva said? Do you think we'd be on this mission if someone could simply answer that question? Hey, I'm just asking. Come to think of it, weren't all the Paradis remnants cleaned up? To think they'd show up again. Don't they ever get tired? If they like that gig so much, why not just get them to come work at 404? Shooting at people's the same no matter who you work for. The storm shows no signs of letting up. Mekti scratches her head in frustration and lies down. Klukai follows Mekti's gaze, looking outside briefly before returning her attention to Mekti. Get up. What happened to staying alert while on the job? Klukai approaches Mekti and tugs at her jacket. The latter refuses to get up and only changes her position lazily. Come on. Can't one lie down a bit when there's the opportunity? There's still plenty to be busy over later on, isn't there? Anything related to Paradis is never easy. And we'll get unlucky, like super unlucky. I don't know what Leva was thinking when she accepted these arduous, ungrateful assignments. It'd be more profitable for us to all lie down around the base and do nothing. Klukai lets go of Mekti and looks at her helplessly. What she was thinking doesn't matter. A job is a job. Not like I'm slacking off or anything. I don't see this storm stopping anytime soon. And we can't exactly do anything other than hide from it in here. I think you're way too anxious about all of this anyway. We haven't even run into a single bounty hunter or a Varyaga this whole time, much less Paradis. If it weren't for their elids, this place would already be safe and secure, no? That's exactly what's suspicious. We should use this time to plan our future operations. I have a feeling we'll be running into some difficult circumstances this operation. Klukai solemnly looks toward the all-consuming storm outside. The frequent collapse storms, the radiation levels noticeably above average. The environment here is significantly worse than what Leva's intel would suggest, and so... Chill out, Klukai. Oh, animations! We have budget! That also just looks incredibly uncomfortable. It'd probably be more comfy to sleep just on the tires, I would think. What?
げろって言ったのさ。あれこれって大投げと。ねえクルカイ見てよこれ。
そんなの分かってる。それより周りを見なさい。
I'm sure they're friendly. Oh. Okay, maybe not.
何これ。
Oh, and we're surrounded. Wait, it doesn't sound like the storm's raging on outside anymore, though. Maybe escape? Watch out! Alright, we got this easy. I wonder if we have these units as lone units. What? Where did so many of them suddenly come from? Stop shouting and clear out the enemies at the 10 o'clock direction. Ah, it doesn't look like we do. Sag. Alright, we're not going to use the A-team. No A-team. Let's instead... let's bring... Who have we not used? Actually, let's bring her. Oh my god, Groza. Level 27 Groza. Oofed. Let's bring Cheetah. You... Should we bring a shotgunner? Sure. Alright, let's go. Ganbare. Eh? Oh, there we go. I need to like rotate the camera. Hold on. There we go. That's a better... Oh, we're kind of like stuck up against the border of the map. Weird. What if we go here? Is this better? That's kind of better. Alright, let's see. Let's put you here. I actually forgot how Tololol works. 8 tiles, do a hydro damage. Wait, does this hit in 8 tiles? Oh no, within 8 tiles. Okay, sure, we'll ult. That's right, she gets like a million turns, doesn't she? I think we could just kill this guy. Yeah. Nice. And then just this guy back here. Oh yeah, that hard like barrier on the map. Oofed. Oofed. Let's just move her like right up. I think she'll take this out, yeah. There's not really a point for us to destroy that. I'm just gonna buff her. Do we need to go back here for any reason? No, I don't think so. Okay, I think we just got one enemy, right? Oh no, there's a few enemies back here. Totsugeki. Wait, can she still not hit anything? Okay, she can hit here. So what I'm getting from the story also at this point is that Klukai and that are working for Lever's squad. Which is Callan, right? Whoever the leader of that's name is. This is an AoE. Oh, look at that. Perfect AoE. Interested to see how they tie it back to the commander, though. Mekti, confirm whether any enemies remain. I know, I know. I'd do it even if you didn't tell me. What weapon is she using? Her weapon looks huge. Klukai and Mekti defeat the incoming enemies and split up to survey the surroundings. No clear indication of affiliation on this one either. The only serial number here seems to have been inscribed back when Sangvis Ferry was active. Anything on your sign, Mikti? Okay, so she said it like Mikti. Mikti, not Mekti. Mikti. Mikti's listless voice comes through the comms. More of the same. Though they're a little different from the Sangvis machines we've encountered before. Yeah. Some of the modules have traces of modifications. Nothing out of the ordinary, though. Almost any PMC you can find has a ton of these things lying around. It would be strange to make no modifications at all. Yeah. Don't think I don't know that you're slacking off just because you're using comms. Fine, fine. Mikti perks up a little on the other side of the line. Any discoveries other than the machinery? How should I put it? Looks like someone used this place as an outpost not long ago. Some of these valves have signs of recently being used. There are also some scattered cables and cords on the ground. They must have left in a hurry. Who could it have been? Some passing bounty hunters or Vayagas hiding in the storms, perhaps. So those machines that attacked us just then would be theirs? Difficult to imagine anyone leaving their combat bots behind in an area with such Elid presence. That would be tantamount to suicide. I'll contact the base. Get back here. Break time, finally. Mikti looks as if she's been released from a great burden as she ends the call. Oh, we got Cheetah at max. We probably need to bump her up a little bit. So I'm not going to continue. I'm going to bump Cheetah up. Because I think you do get levels, right? If I remember correctly. Even if you just have them in the squad. In the levels, they get a little bit of XP. Free XP, man. I'll take that free XP. Where is she? Where is she? Cheetah. Level up. In before we don't have the resources. Okay, hold on. I can fix that. This one. That one. Auto, all of them. Oh yeah, that'll give us plenty. Perfect. Oh yeah, look at all these exclamation marks. Where is she again? Did I miss her? Where is she? There she is. Expando. Alright, I'm not going to give her any more levels though. She's just going to have to level up based on these stages. Actually, maybe we should bring Groza so she can get some levels. Klukai and Mekti continue to shelter from the storm within the ruined building. Klukai attempts to contact their temporary base while Mekti rests in the corner. The persistent no signal notification dashes Klukai's hopes of contacting the outside world. Can't contact the base and the other person. A hint of frustration arises as Klukai thinks of them. In truth, she's glad she sent a message before she set off. A habit she's kept to these past few years before leaving for a dangerous assignment. Signal's absolutely terrible with this storm going on. Still can't contact Andorus and Belka. I did say we should have just left together, but you insisted on this preliminary survey. Leave together, get ambushed together, and then get stuck here together. But I miss the sofa at the base. These two must be lounging on those babies right now, don't you think? They don't have it nearly as easy as you imagine. The new external equipment and programs Dia prepared for Andorus are still in the testing stage, and her presence at the base is necessary for trial runs. Yours isn't, seeing how slacking off is your highest priority. Mekti rolls over, ignoring the disapproval in Klukai's eyes. Yet, finding things are still not quite comfortable. She lazily scoots over to the motorbike. What's wrong with slacking off? It's not quite a sofa, but I brought this. Where was it? And before Klukai stole it. She produces a travel sleeping kit from her backpack. Hardly improved in combat abilities, but has made leaps and bounds in the field of sleeping. Yeah, impressive, right? I hand-picked it together with Andrus and Belka. State-of-the-art in both comfort and value for money. A must-have for any battlefield environment. Easy to store when uninflated, and when you need it, you simply go like this. Mekdi smugly presses a button, and soon enough, the neck pillow and its cushioning are filled with air. Exceptional, convenient, every traveler's best friend. That's how the ad put it. Wanna try? Giving Mekdi a frigid response, Klukai aims her weapon and fires in the pillow's direction without hesitation. The bullet zips past the pillow in Mekdi's hands, and from behind her comes a shrill cry from an Elid eating lead. Forget about the pillow if you don't want to sleep with the Elids. Pick up your weapon. We haven't been told what this mission is, right? Maybe in one of the previous stories we know what these guys are up to. Yeah, what is this gun? It almost looks like she's got a rocket launcher. Are we keeping the same squad? Sure. I believe in this squad. Boom, boom. All right. Let's move her up real close. Does this help me? Maybe. Let's see what happens. Oh, it gets rid of that entire platform? Oh, that's cool. Oh, this guy is weak to water, but I think I can just shoot him normally, yeah. Rip. Oop. Wait, is that a new voice line? I don't remember Cheetah doing that. Yeah, buff. And she can't do anything either. Nope. End action. Oh, we're getting the new Arknight story pretty soon, right? Like the main chapter story, I think. Oh no, it's a side story. That's right. Because we're gonna get Vina Victoria. We're actually probably gonna roll on her because she looks badass. I'm pretty sure she's kind of trash, but I don't think that matters. Dead. Klukai and Mekdi annihilate the Elids without further incident, save for the inflatable pillow's commendable sacrifice. Mekdi crouches down and fiddles with the damaged pillow on the ground, sorrow written all over her face. There's no repairing this level of damage. Klukai, that shot was on purpose, wasn't it? The bitterness in that voice. Paying no attention to Mekdi's pitiful cries, Klukai casts her gaze outside to find the veil of gravel and sand clearing up. The clapstorm's shrinking. She pulls up her comm screen as she speaks, and sure enough, the signal has been restored. Klukai dials in a series of commands already committed to muscle memory, and an image of the call's recipient soon appears. Oh, is this? I think this is the first time I've ever seen Belka. I don't know who this is. Big Sis. Okay. Big Sis, long time no see. It's only been half a day at most. 5 hours to be exact. Spotting Andorus behind Belka, Klukai immediately begins her inquiries. Andorus, are you finished with the data collection? Another new character. Yes. Using Lever's intel as a foundation, I've acquired a series of in-depth reports from the underground brokers active in the area, as well as briefs databases. Unfortunately, nothing about Paradis was found, other than that... What is it? In terms of the environmental data, there are some pretty significant discrepancies with the data Lever provided. The environmental conditions have been gradually deteriorating, especially in the past 6 to 12 months, and the collapse radiation is far more intense than in other areas close to the red zones. As brief indicates, many bounty hunters have gone missing after entering this area, and as a result their intel here is always out of date. Regrettably, the engineering department for the URNC purification project is likely much the same in terms of information. Yeah, our field survey results line up with that. It should also be noted that Mekti and I were assaulted by a force of unknown affiliation. Unknown affiliation? Were you hurt, Big Sis? What do you think? I'm not doubting your abilities, Big Sis. I'm just worried about Mekti dragging you down, that unreliable sod. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, I'm unreliable. Dejection overtakes Mekti's countenance. Remains of her pillow clutched between her arms. Belka's just worried about leader Klukai. Don't waste your time on such meaningless concerns. We cannot conclude this attack to be a targeted action against 404, but chances are that this assignment will be far more difficult than described. Andorus, send me what you've gathered. Yes, leader. Also, as the data transfers, Klukai pulls up an area of the surroundings and selects a settlement. See these coordinates? Get ready and meet us there later. The reception here is poor. Tell Deer to find a way to maintain the comms. Very well. Deer is still adjusting to external equipment, so I'll tell him when he's free. Make sure to be careful, you two. The good-for-nothing still fixated on that damaged inflatable pillow. Klukai gazes at the still crestfallen Mekti with a mixture of exacerbation and concern in her eyes. She did make very sure to prepare it for the trip, after all. Whatever. Do not support Mekti's wanton expenditures in the future, especially you, Andorus. Of course. I'll keep it in mind next time. She's not going to keep it in mind. Andorus nods with a gentle smile on her face. I somehow doubt you're really scrutinizing that. Let's leave it at that. Don't tarry and depart while the weather remains calm. Yay! I already can't wait to see Big Sis. So I think Mekti is the next character after Klukai in this game, right? Pretty sure? Pretty sure? So we will actually find out what her weapon is. Come on, come on, come on! Big Sis is waiting for us! Belka anxiously taps her feet, attempting to hurry up Andorus's file transfer. Don't be in such a rush. I need to go over it again. Records of population change, static maps within the past 10 years, elids in nearby areas, and Bujum sighting reports. Not to mention... Andorus. Even if you have all that local storage space, you don't need to transfer all the data in there. I already installed a signal booster for you and Belka. Your connection shouldn't be cut off if everything works as intended. If you need something, just transfer it over the network. Yeah. I just can't help but be worried since Leader Klukai mentioned the signal instability. It's the yellow zone after all. Some instability can't be helped, especially with the frequent collapse storms. There's no need to be so uneasy. I wish I could agree, but Leader Klukai's encounter with the unknown enemies makes me worry. That is indeed an issue. Right, Andorus. Are you bringing that this time? That? Ah, you mean the newly adjusted external equipment? Yes, and the firepower algorithm to go with it. The adjustments are mostly complete. It's time to enter the combat testing phase. Both accuracy and firepower should be significantly improved with it equipped, but since it's still a prototype, its power efficiency and runtime both leave something to be desired. Remember to borrow the external battery from Mekti's frame. On top of that, the equipment's still quite unwieldy, though it can still fit in the Jeep's trunk, just barely. You'll have to bring the trailer for the motorbike too, right? Place the other supplies there. I'm sure you can find some room. Will do. I'll have to leave that to Deer. Give me a moment. I'll go load it. Deer returns to the control panel and begins a series of operations. Right, speaking of Mekti, bring a new travel kit for her. Belka, yes, that lasted a whole 5 minutes, maybe. Belka, can you help me out? Can you help me get something from the depot? Why for her? The leader was talking about future expenses, but this here is money we've already spent. Wow, Andrus must have taken on some bad habits from that dork. I'll go fetch the goods. Hurry up, you lot. You too, dear. Yes, of course. Andrus, the person I sent to run checks on your vehicle is finished. Once this transfer is done, we'll be ready to go. Boom, 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 boom. Andrus drives towards the meeting point with Belka. Their vehicle leaps across the yellow zone with Andrus at the wheel. She's humming a tune with a relaxed expression. Andrus, I want to see Big Sis too. But not this much. You could, you know, slow down a bit. Is this really fast? As she speaks, the Jeep flies off a small incline. Belka holds onto a handrail for dear life. You're always a slowpoke, but how come you drive like a wild animal? We're in a yellow zone after all. The roads here are much simpler than in the white zones or satellite cities. Even I can drive without much issue. See? Like this. She smiles and slams on the accelerator as the Jeep piles through a small e-lid on its way. What a relaxing drive this is. Is that so? The vehicle suddenly swerves and the squeal brake pads and tires sound out in unison. A series of bullet holes suddenly appear in the vehicle's original path, sending up great clouds of dust and sand. Belka and Andrus take advantage of the vehicle's spinning momentum, quickly opening the doors and tumbling behind some natural cover nearby. Careful, incoming. I'm still not sure exactly what the mission they're doing here is. That hasn't really been explained yet. I guess when they meet up it might be explained. Does she get a double attack if you don't use an ability? She does. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh, these guys aren't triggered yet. Why can I not hit this guy? How is that not line of sight right there? What? But that is. Whatever, we'll go for this, I guess. And you're not going to be able to hit anyone. Maybe with the grenade? Nice. Dotsugeki. Yeah, these guys are just gonna have to do a little bit of jogging to get into the fight. Wait, propel? Wait, what does propel do? Hold on. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, that said propel. That didn't say destroy. Well, It's destroyed now. What about ult? Oh, I can't get him. No.
これがあなたの最後の輝き。
So, okay, maybe we can shoot from here? No? Sad. Shotgun's having 0 range. Oofed. Doesn't she have a grenade? Is this the grenade? No. Is this the grenade? What? I thought she had a grenade. Is it a heal? I can't remember. I know she has a buff. Let's just go with the damage. Hey! I'm actually gonna do this. Actually, no. Oh, she can't hit anything, huh? I need this ability so I can drop the robot down. I guess she's just gonna have to go there. Ow. Ow. Actually, she should get 2 attacks here. GG. Okay, she didn't get 2 attacks. I don't understand how she works. It's fine. Baka. Dude, I don't remember Cheetah having all these different voice lines. They must have put an update in. According to the combat record you've sent over, the modifications made to these enemies are quite similar to the machines that attacked us before. In a place as desolate as this, we can more or less confirm they are of the same affiliation. Leader Klukai. Things can't be explained by mere coincidence anymore. These are organized attacks. But why are they going after us? Is Paradis deploying these machines? We can't be sure as of yet. Perhaps these machines are not only attacking 404. Didn't Andorra's data indicate that many bounty hunters have gone missing in this area in the past month? So you're saying those weren't incidents caused by the environment? That's just a guess. But you guys should be careful. We go... A wave of static washes over the communications channel. Klukai's projection violently shakes a few times, then disappears entirely. Comms are down again. This... Andorus attempts to restore the connection, but her efforts are for naught. What happened? The reception was perfectly fine just now. Looks like something's happened on the leader's side. Maybe the collapse storm's picking up again. She'll be in danger, won't she? What should we do? As of now, it would be more prudent to proceed as originally planned. Please contact Deer. Let's see if he can do anything about this signal problem remotely. Got it. I'll talk to him immediately. So are they actually getting levels? So Cheetah has not gotten another level yet. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, that's weapon level. Okay. Yeah, she hasn't got a level yet. So I'm thinking maybe they don't get levels. That's unfortunate. I wanted my free levels. Why can I not get my free levels? Andorus. If you can hear me, please respond. I repeat, if you can hear me, don't waste your effort. The signal's obviously gone again. This network provided by the underground brokers is trash. If you rent for a few days, the rate is several times worse than the monthly rate, which in turn is several times worse than the yearly rate. And this is the quality we get. Get paid, do nothing. Seems like they're very efficient businessmen. Man, that sounds nice. Mekti stretches with a deep sigh, her face full of envy. When this assignment's over, I think we need to go and have a talk about the rates. You look really scary right now. Well, here comes an opportunity to let off some steam. Those machines are here again, in greater numbers than before. How annoying. Don't just sit there and commentate. Get down here and fight. Do we need to get rid of all of them? The numbers really aren't in our favor. Pick off the fast units and those with long-range capabilities. Then look for an opportunity to retreat. Do not overextend before we rendezvous with Belka and Andorus. That sounds even more troublesome. Ultimate lazy. This is a shotgun, I have a feeling. Ooh. Yes, of course. Okay, so it's an escape map. We must escape. Can we go over this way? No, we cannot. We gotta go the long way. Actually, we could blow this up. We need to be able to get a shot on this, and we can blow this up and get there quicker. Yeah, so we need someone with a grenade. Actually, we might not need the grenade. We might be fine. Hold on. Oh wait, combat start. There we go. Chunk. Alright, let's shoot this first. Get the second attack. Get rid of the overwatching guy. Pew pew. I put her here and actually buff. Ooh, she's just out. Hold up, if we go back one. Buffs. I'm gonna have to go over here to be able to hit these guys, which puts me at a little bit of risk, but YOLO. She is kind of long range with this. Hold on. There we go. And I hit 2, which means I get a second turn, right? No? No. 11 damage? Lol. Start clearing these guys out. So just overheating them. Oh, she does have a grenade. I thought she did. Hey! Dude, imagine playing a drinking game for this game where you have to have cheater in your squad, and every time she says A, you have to take a drink. How long do you reckon you'd survive? I'm not sure you'd survive too long. Let's just go here. Is anything... I don't think anything else is going to spawn. I think we just need to get to the exit. Yeah, nothing's spawning. This easy. And I kind of wish this game had the XCOM mechanic of if you don't end up shooting or something, you can sprint and double move. I wonder why they decided not to do that. I guess the maps are pretty small, but... Kotsugeki? Oh my god, she still can't reach. Oh my god, they all can't reach. These guys all need to do cardio or something, man. Assume this isn't actually bad for me to stand in. No, okay. One, and we're done. We should almost be able to buy out the first shop, which is nice. The pursuit has already forced us to significantly deviate from our original route. Klukai checks her terminal and once again finds that only short-range communications are available. Long-range comms are still down. The storm is still going. There's no reception and we're unable to pinpoint our location in real time. Are you saying we're lost? I love that. So you're saying is basically in Japanese is sumari, which is kind of like in summary. That's the way I remember it. It's like perfectly matched. I knew that anything involving Paradis would be a recipe for disaster. But in any case, the signal quality this time has been atrocious, isn't it? It's never been this bad even during collapse storms on our previous Yellow Zone missions. Klukai vigilantly monitors the surrounding environment, ignoring Mekti. Seeing this, Mekti decides to fall silent. Creak, creak, thud, thud. The sound of mechanical units advancing. Klukai makes a hand signal gesturing for Mekti to dive into level 2. Those sounds... They sound like antique cars that haven't been oiled in centuries. They're approaching our location from the north. Are they the same batch as those who had attacked us earlier? But there's only a few of them and they seem really weak. Don't let your guard down. But they look so trashy. A creaking sound. Reconnaissance unit appears a short distance away. Such an old model, and it looks so run down. It's a miracle that it can still move. Most likely bait. Look above it. Is that a flying drone? Yeah, and it seems to have a fire control core installed on it. That's impressive, but also really weird. Why are two machines with disproportionate performance operating together? Why not ask yourself the same question? Those are some really condescending eyes. If you don't want to be looked down on, then prove your worth. Klukai looks toward the broken wall to the right of Mekti, suggesting that she should use it as cover to sneak up on the reconnaissance unit. We need to ascertain who they are, just in case. If they are our enemies, it'd be good to know their numbers. Mekti perks up with a sigh, reluctantly moving right towards the cover. The scouting units are approaching as she moves. There doesn't seem to be any units other than just these two. Hey, could they be broken? Why have they not noticed us getting so close? Remain alert and stay where you are. Wait for them to get closer. Don't reveal yourself without a good reason. Okay. Mekti props up against the cover using sound and environment to track the enemy movement. Creak, creak. The joints on the ground mech creak rhythmically. It's like the elderly doing morning exercise. The ground mech stops abruptly, as if its power has been cut. Huh? The sound stopped. Could it have broken down? Hey, stop! But Klukai is too late. Just when Mekti tries to shift herself for a better view, she conveniently exposes herself to the ground mech's sensor. Weep, weep, weep! The warning light on the ground mech flashes red and it emits an ear-piercing alarm. At the same time, the UAV launches an attack. The abandoned container Mekti was using as cover just a second ago is riddled with bullets. What the hell? Mekti dodges the attack and darts toward other sources of cover. Meanwhile, Klukai takes the opportunity to break the drone's wings with a 3-round burst, while the ground mech simply keeps blaring its sirens. At this moment, a group of armed humans and mechs appears on the northwest side of the building, raining down fire on them. Didn't you say there were no more enemies? My radar isn't working. I'm not a dedicated scout doll, so my detection range isn't supposed to be this long. Besides, who knew they would stay silent and wait for their bait? So what are we up to? We're probably up to level 22s now, I think. Again, we still haven't really been told what their mission is. Do we run with the same squad? There is a lot of poison weakness here, but I don't think we really care. I think we just one-shot these guys anyway. Actually, let's just throw the Granada. That gets 3 of them. Yeah, that's good enough. I think I have to target an actual unit. I can't target the ground with her. We can also throw this Granada to get this guy. Actually, it might not even be worth doing that. Hold on. Oh, I can't range that guy. I am just going to throw a grenade. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. And then Totsugeki can take out this guy. Nice. Is that it done? No? Wait, what are we doing? Reduce Scout Vanguard HP to below 30%. Hold off enemy attacks for 4 turns. Wait, where's the Scout Vanguard? Wait, what? Or is that the thing I just killed? Was I not meant to kill it? Uh-oh. I guess we'll see. I have a feeling it's going to spawn in though. What? Oh, here we go. Here we go. You there. You there, because you need to be a little bit closer. I'll move you first so we can get the buff off. And then move you here and buff. Nice. Alright, spawn in. Any of these the radar guy? Scout Vanguard. Scout. Is this it? Is that the Scout Vanguard? Okay. I've got another grenade. Yeah, you can't target empty space. Unfortunate. Oh, these guys are a little bit stronger too. This guy has no protection anymore though. Hey! Take another drink! I do have a Granada that hits everyone. This kills everyone. I'm hoping I don't need to balance it to 30% and killing is fine. Yeah, it looks like killing was fine. Awesome. Klukai, they've got more reinforcements! Understood. Hold the line and don't let them approach. After downing another drone, Klukai zips back into cover. After confirming Mekti's combat status, she issues an order. Mekti, cease fire! Huh? Am I hearing that right? Quickly! Just as Mekti rolls over to some nearby cover and puts her gun away in disbelief, a booming male voice comes through a loudspeaker from behind cover on the opposing side. This is the 3,762nd Platoon of the 7th Environmental Survey Corps of the Neo-Soviet Union District Environmental Purification Project under the URNC Contamination Zone Management and Recovery Administration. I am First Sergeant Dmitri, and I suggest you cease fire immediately. Jesus. Oh my god, they said frickin' Daenerys had like the longest announcement ever when she gets announced, but this guy, far out. I repeat, oh my god, I'm not reading it out again. After confirming that Mekti has put her gun away, Klukai turns on her voice amplification device as well. Acknowledged. We have issued an order to cease attacking. Upon hearing Klukai's response, the opposing party immediately ceases gunfire, but both sides remain ready to resume hostilities. State your reasons for attacking, and we will judge whether or not you are considered to have deliberately attacked a regular army force. We had no intention of launching an attack on your forces. Your bullets tell a different story. We can explain our actions. As a gesture of good faith, we will meet in the center of the battlefield in 10 minutes. We will not carry any weapons. Alright. Make sure you keep your word. The voice falls silent. Mekti has retreated from the front, gazing at the other side of the battlefield with visible concern. The armed forces are recuperating after the combat. How come it's the Uran Seas people? This is real bad. That big guy sounded really angry. I'll negotiate with them in a bit. Stay alert and cover me. If push comes to shove, I might need to activate Plan B. Plan B? Wait, you're not going to press the switch here, right? There'll be no end to our troubles if we antagonize the URNC. We can't confirm whether they are friend or foe at the moment, so it's necessary to eliminate all risks by strengthening our guard. Still, I'll try my best to avoid conflict. Okay. I hope it's all just a misunderstanding. Dealing with them is a lot of trouble. Oh, that's the end? Oh, it's probably a story thing, right? I think we're at 5. Yeah, we're at 5. Nailed it. Look at that. So we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go. Plus story in between. Actually, let me grab this. Oh, I can't yet. Boo. Supplies? Oh, this is the hard mode, right? Oh, I should probably actually do that and start cycling through these. Seeing Klukai coming alone and unarmed, the platoon leader lets out a displeased grunt from behind his protective suit. What's the point of just sending a doll over? Tell your cowardly owner to come out and talk. Voice recognition tells Klukai that this is Dimitri, whom she had talked with earlier. Hyde 404 is an autonomous armed doll squad, currently assisting the Non-Military Forces Administration in investigating illegal PMCs in the Yellow Zone. Klukai intentionally modifies the part about Paradis in accordance with Kalina's instructions. That's her name. It's not Kalina, it's Kalina, I'm pretty sure. Karina. 404. What's that? Never heard of it. The Non-Military Forces Administration hired you guys too. Although he's still suspicious, hearing the Non-Military Forces Administration being mentioned makes him relax a bit. We are supernumerary dolls, so it's normal that you haven't heard of us. And we have some business to discuss. Business? Of course. Dimitri takes a look at the radiation detector and ensures that the reading is within safety limits. He then pulls the protective hood off his head, revealing the face of a middle-aged man with an angular jawline. Years on the battlefield and years of desert wind have left their marks on his face. What kind of protective suit is this? This junk is choking me. He curses quietly with a grimace, then looks at Klukai with an unbridled disgust in his eyes. You claim to be working under the Nomfa, so how come you don't know the rules of engagement? Shoot first, ask questions later. Is that what they taught you? We were previously attacked by mechs of unknown origin, and then your scouting unit appeared, without the usual identifying insignia of the URNC Survey Corps. We simply opened fire in self-defense. You better start using your tin brain before you speak. We encountered no unknown mechs on our way here. It's up to you whether you believe me or not. The fact you haven't encountered them doesn't mean they don't exist. Besides, it was your drone that started shooting first. We were just responding to such an attack. The drone runs in auto mode. Do you? Right, how could I forget? You're just like that drone. Just another clanker that runs on algorithms that can only do as you're told. Seeing that the opposing side is trying to provoke her instead of making progress information exchange, Klukai raises an eyebrow and remains quiet. However, Dimitri doesn't seem to mind at all. He continues to ask questions in a condescending manner. Regarding what you said, we'll report that to our superiors later and request an investigation. For safety reasons, though, we will need to know the contents of your mission and the formation size. The specifics are subject to a non-disclosure agreement signed with the Non-Military Forces Administration, so please show me proof of your clearance level. As for our numbers, only 2 dolls have been engaged in combat by our forces just now. Two? Dimitri's soldiers are shocked by the contrast between the firepower they witnessed and 404's real numbers. After receiving a stare from Dimitri, they promptly shut up. That's impossible. That level of firepower must have come from a group numbering at least 10 people. 404 is a squad made from only from tactical dolls. Our combat capabilities and battlefield awareness are different from what you got used to during your duties at the Great Wall Railway. How do you know that we're from the Great Wall Railway? A messy combat mech composition, haphazard modifications, old equipment. Those were looted from Varyagis, underground brokers or bounty hunters, weren't they? The few pieces of elite equipment you have bear the insignia of the Great Wall Railway, and perhaps there was no time to switch to the insignia of the Environmental Survey Corps. I'm guessing you're all temps in your roles. Noticing his stiff expression, Klukai inserts an additional remark. Right, how could I forget? The ones guarding the Great Wall Railway are basically regular armed forces that consist of a bunch of old mechs most of the time. Watch your mouth. What does a blasted machine like you know? Dimitri raises his gun, but Klukai simply stares at him coldly without moving a muscle. I've explained everything. Isn't it time for this to end? Hold up. Just as Klukai turns away to leave, Dimitri shouts for her to stop. The soldiers raise their guns and aim at her. What? Even if you really are from the Non-Military Forces Administration, how do you plan to compensate us for the losses we've suffered? 404 has lost assets too. Both sides are responsible for what happened today. Trying to renege on your debt? No. Then where's the money? We worked long and hard to gather all that equipment. Does your broken tin brain realize that we are responsible for surveying for the construction of the Intercontinental Railway? Not even the NOMFA will back you up on this. Renege means we are indebted to you. I don't think we owe you any such debt to your forces. Facing Klukai's unwavering attitude, Dimitri takes out his communicator. If we can't settle it between us, then you will wait for orders from above. But before I contact them, remember that even if we are temps, we are considered part of the regular army. Do you think a doll like you will be taken as seriously as us? And I have over 30 people ready to testify. Do you think you two can manage to win them over? Don't they basically have like body cams though? Like, can't they just be like, I literally have the data. Here it is. They're lying. You're able to contact the outside world right now. Hearing Klukai's question, Dimitri simply assumes that the opposing side is considering his threat, and so he increases the pressure in his voice. Of course. Once the message gets out, the situation gets a whole lot more serious. Stop dawdling. I have to bring them over to the next settlement. Ain't got no time to waste on the likes of you. We have no money for you, but we can assist you in combat for some time. This environment must be pretty hard on your forces after all. And you've seen us in action just now. Dimitri does not expect this reply. He sizes up Klukai. What are you up to? Nothing. It's just that before we set off, we were told not to unnecessarily antagonize the local forces. Dimitri pockets his communicator after a moment of consideration. Deal. But here's my warning. You better listen to my orders and not think of trying anything funny. The regional comms frequency is 11032. Adjust your communicators accordingly. There's a lot of interference in this hellhole, so make sure you stay within a maximum of 2 kilometers from our forces. I hope I don't have to hear too much crap from you. Don't worry about it. I couldn't care less about you. 2 crappy dolls want in on our internal regional communications? Then you'll need a password for that. After confirming that she is successfully connected to the comms frequency, Klukai ignores the insult and turns to leave. Goddamn machine. Larian, once we're back, go tell the guys responsible to scale down scouting patrols by 30%. Have those 2 tin cans handle any danger we come across whenever possible. Are we really bringing these 2 dolls along, Dima? What if they try something on us? I'll contact the warrant officer to confirm their identities. You guys should be careful too and keep your distance from them. No matter how you put it, having 2 dolls be our vanguard is beneficial for our mission. But what if they do something to us? Their level of combat proficiency. Could you grow a spine for once? You think 30-odd men plus mechs ain't enough to deal with the 2 of them? Didn't you see how the earlier battle went? Also, make sure to address me as Sir. You're really good at forgetting that if I don't keep telling you. Hey, I'm used to calling you differently, that's all. That's not an excuse. We've served in the railway force for so many years. You need to be addressing me appropriately. Otherwise the newer guys will think I'm biased again. Seeing Dimitri's serious expression, the soldier named Larian corrects his casual demeanor and salutes him. Understood, sir. That's more like it. You can go back now. Tell everyone to continue on towards our target location. We've been delayed enough already, so we should go as far as we can before the sun sets. Dude, this song's such a banger. Every time it comes back to this menu. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we're up to level 20, so still not really a challenge yet. I'm assuming when we get to part 2, we're probably going to see the level difficulty probably go up to level 45, I expect. First we have to find Paradis, and now we have to help the Uran Sea Survey Corps. Will more work just keep coming like this? Klukai, 404 isn't lacking funds, is it? Why can't you just settle it by giving them some money? You'll only be adding to the number of insufferable people in the world if you give in to their unreasonable demands. But being free labor for them has no benefits for us either. At least we won't be lost anymore. Eh? You mean that signal problem from before? But they aren't going to the same settlement as the one we agreed upon. Are you an infant who has just learned how to walk? Can you only take one step at a time? Klukai sighs with concern. The collapse storm has ended, but our signal is showing no signs of getting restored. Yet the survey corps are able to contact the outside world, so it's highly likely that the underground broker's base station is broken, causing our signal interruption. So if we follow these people and reach a settlement, we can at least borrow the settlement network to contact Andreas and Belka. Get it now? Okay. But you know, children are not the only ones who walk one step at a time. That applies to the king in chess too, yeah? It's impressive. Oh my god. Appropriate response. The communicator receives a comms request from the survey corps following them. This is Hyde 404's leader, Tactical Doll Klukai. What's up? First Sergeant Dimitri wants you to change direction. Effective immediately. Maintain the same speed and head in the 2 o'clock direction. That's a severe deviation from the course for our target location, and... Klukai has more to say, but she is interrupted by the angry Dimitri. What do you rust buckets even know? Change course when I tell you to change course. Don't forget what I said. Listen to my orders. Hmm?
了解
Yes, of course. Klukai cuts the comms and swerves to the correct direction. The incoming barrage of wind hits the yawning Mekti right in the mouth. Ugh. What the hell?
進路変更
Changing course.
はい
Oh. Mekti adjusts her posture so that the wind doesn't blow into her face. The motorbike flies over the empty wilds like a released arrow carving a clear path in the landscape. The motorbike suddenly brakes. The slumbering Mekti loses her balance, but Klukai catches her before she falls off. Klukai connects to the Survey Corps' comms.
北西に
A small group of elids to the northwest, around 5 to 10 of them. Estimated time before contact with the main force is 5 minutes. Then wipe them out. Contacting us for such trivial matters. Are you a broken trumpet?
命令に従い
It was you who told us to listen to your orders. We're simply waiting for your command in accordance with our agreement. Upon hearing this, Dmitri utters something under his breath, but it is too quiet for Klukai to hear. After a short moment, he responds with an impatient tone. I don't want to see any elids remaining. That's it. The comms are abruptly cut. With a stiff expression, Klukai parks the motorbike against a nearby boulder.
仕事よ
Get down. Time to work. In certain stages, deploying support units before the start of battle can greatly increase our combat effectiveness. Wait, what do they mean? Wait, deploy support? I could have one wait, what does this mean? New mechanic? Click on the support unit deployment point on the tile. Oh, you can place guns. Support units are listed on the right. Select it. Still, I should remind you that the type and maximum number of support units which can be deployed may vary between each stage. Got it. Deploy. Alright, the sentry gun is ready. Now click on deploy. Okay. I mean, does this really add much to the gameplay? Because they're limiting where you can place them. If you got like unlimited, like the whole battlefield, you could place this wherever you wanted. I think it would make sense. Or maybe if they gave you like the first half of the map to be able to place this. I could see that making sense. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see where this mechanic goes. Boom, boom. Alright, whose grenade do we want to use first? Probably the big one. Place it right there and they all die. Yeet. Easy game. And then just buff yourself. Do, 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 do. Let's move you first. Do, do, do. Buffs. Okay, so they just all spawned in. That's fine. Okay, Papasha takes forever to get this ability. She must have a skill that gives her full confectance, because otherwise this is very annoying to deal with. Because I can't use her robot. I can't use like her main mechanic. Oh, she has her grenade up already. Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. Yuck. Level cleared. 2 grenades, easy. The elids have been eliminated, and the main force arrives right after. Under Dimitri's orders, the troops stopped to collect samples from the Elid corpses as part of their routine. You people arrived early but chose not to help in the fight. Is this the bravery of the URNC soldiers? If you need help against such a small group of Elids, you'd better go back to a green zone to work as window cleaners. Noticing something off about Klukai, Mekti tugs on her clothes. Hey, it's not really wrong. There weren't too many Elids. Of course, our sergeant chooses the safest routes all the time. Be it random Elids or Varyagas, we'll never lose with him around. Upon hearing this, Klukai gives Dimitri a questioning look. Yeah, he deliberately changed their course so they would run into enemies, guarantee it. You've been in other theaters of combat. What? You couldn't have gained this level of experience just by guarding the Great Wall Railway. I heard that some folks like you were once part of the retired formations of the Neo-Soviet Union. What are you getting at with questions like these? Don't poke your nose where it doesn't belong. You, come over here. Dimitri glares at the soldier who had interjected just now. Feeling the sergeant's displeasure, the soldier makes the wise decision to shut up, packs and the samples he has collected, and follows Dimitri towards the trucks. He's finally off. Glad you two didn't go at it. Glad you two didn't go at each other's throats again. But Mr. Sergeant really seems to hate us. Even if it was because of a misunderstanding at first, I don't get why he's still angry towards us. Be careful. Huh? We haven't met any of those mechs that attacked us earlier ever since we met these people. Don't you think that's weird? Maybe they gave up? We're with a large group for now, after all. You might be right. With this amount of caution in your brain, you really should go back to wiping windows in green zones. Get on the bike. We have to move on. MVP Lotta. Oh, second main story. Okay, so we got three stories left, it looks like main stories. At night, a well-equipped off-road vehicle quickly pulls away from the purification zone. The emotionless Dole in the vehicle accepts a comms request from within a white zone. How's progress? The work being done here is of great importance to them. Don't let them down like Sextons did at Blue Sphere. I know, but looking at the reports from over there, the situation seems to have changed. Oh? 2 squads made of tactical dolls have appeared on the outskirts of our mission area. They're closing in. If it's just a bunch of T-dolls, why not deal with them just like always? We have indeed sent out our mechs, but we underestimated their combat abilities. Also, one of the squads has met with a ground formation from the URNC Survey Corps. For some reason, they are working together now. In order to avoid alerting the URNC government and causing any unnecessary trouble, I have issued retreat orders for the pursuing mechs. Please, tell me my next move. Send out the mechs to wipe out the nearby signal base station. Once the area becomes a signal dead zone, finish them all in one fell swoop. Got it. Blue Sphere nods quietly. These orders are familiar to her. It has always been the case that once these orders were transmitted, one dead zone appears after another, becoming graveyards in the contamination zones. By the way, as if to intentionally emphasize the moment, the Dole on the other side of the comms makes a pause. According to internal intelligence, a URNC department responsible for purification works had seconded troops from the nearby Great Wall Railway force near the target area. The formation you mentioned should be them. So be sure to hurry it up, okay? Finish your work before what happens here attracts attention. Acknowledged. Currently, Paradis has almost finished evacuating this area. What's left is to track down and recover it. I'm currently moving towards the target area. The mission will be completed on time. You make me feel at ease, Blue Sphere. It makes me want to cheer for you. Anyway, since you're working so hard, I will arrange some reinforcements for you. They will contact you once they have reached the area. Got it. Eh? Not even gonna thank me. Even though they number few, they are a gift for Blue Sphere that I have painstakingly prepared, you know. Blue Sphere shifts her gaze from the road to the comms interface for a moment. Her empty eyes betray no emotion, nor fluctuation, as if she's a military drone that only understands orders. Thanks, Cocoon. Eh? Compared to Darcher, you're so boring. You only respond to orders. Fine, fine. Go quickly. Don't make the higher-ups wait, okay? Acknowledged. Cocoon cuts the comms. Blue Sphere hits the gas, and the dark vehicle blends into the night. I'm assuming this has still got to do with the girl and her clones, right? Because wasn't that a Paradis thing? I'd probably know more if I played episode 7 and 8, but yeah, I have a feeling that's what they're after. Alright, levels 21. Easy. Under the setting sun, the Elmo moves forward, still a long distance from its target. Over the years, whenever darkness falls, the past comes rushing back to me uncontrollably. This is why I detest the night. The Mephisto agreement and the unending work of a bounty hunter isolate me best from this world's maelstrom, both in time and space. Despite the hard work and isolation, they are like a calming tranquilizer. They make friends with alcohol, pulling me into slumber. Yet the white nightmare does not fade. It has caught up with me, making it difficult to confront the choices I made in the past. A million self-reassurances and rationalizations fall flat in the face of this. The contract with the devil has since changed. I will not run, but am I truly ready? The comms terminal interface shows a recent message from Klukai, as well as messages from before. One after another, the message repeats the same thing. Where are you? Where am I? I've never answered this question in my head or to them. To say the truth, I often struggle to fathom where I am in this world. What I know for sure is, I don't want to drag 404 and their friends down the maelstrom with me. But it is time for me to give them an answer. Not in the form of a message. I want to convey my sincerity. All these years, as I've tried to pull further and further away to the point of Aphelion, she has sought to be closer to me. To the point of Aphelion. I don't know what Aphelion is. What is an Aphelion? The Environmental Survey Corps have chosen an abandoned settlement to make camp. The soldiers gather for a round of poker around a campfire. The crowd emitting song, anger and laughter every now and then. Give it up, Lorraine. It's your loss. Show us the can you've been hiding. What can? If you want that, go find logistics. Miss me with that load of bull. I saw your lover slip you something before we left. You're definitely hiding something. You watch me really closely for how little I have. Blame the uppers if you want. They accept missions in swaths in hopes of getting some merit. They make us set off without supplying us with enough resources and equipment. If it wasn't for the sergeant taking the opportunity to scavenge something every now and then, there's no guessing how badly we'd be faring by now. Yeah, it's tiring enough to guard the railway, and now we have to do some kind of environmental survey for them? Why don't they pay and equip us to the standard of an actual survey corps for starters? Leave it be, man. You think you can do something other than what the uppers tell you to do? The only thing you can do here is curse people's mothers. Hey, I think what you're doing here is inviting me to teach you a lesson. Lorraine slaps him hard in the back of the head, and the two of them start to roughhouse with each other. The onlookers start making a din and cheer them on. Compared to the boisterous soldiers, Hyde 404 is rather quiet. Mekti is in sleep mode after being busy for an entire day, while Klukai looks on the buffooning and joking soldiers coldly. Dimitri notices her gaze, returning it with his own with unfriendliness on his face. What are you looking at? I'll remove your eyes if you keep looking. Rabble. Huh? Say that again. Dimitri straightens up, putting his bottle down. Corruption, gambling, extortion, hiding around. How are you all different from common gangsters? You talk about how urgent the mission is, then camp here and enjoy yourselves boisterously. It's good enough that I don't call you a bunch of wage thieves. What do you tin cans know? Humans aren't unsleeping mission machines like you two. We need rest when it is needed, so that we can use our bodies and brains at the right moments. While speaking, Dimitri gestures towards his temple, giving her a provocative look. But for you cable for brain dolls, it's true that rest is unneeded. You guys simply wait for your master's commands and do them like good little puppies. I will emphasize again that 404 is an elite squad consisting of self-managing dolls. We call the shots on our own. Huh, what a joke. Elite squad, huh? Look at that little one beside you. She sleeps earlier than any of us here. Just as Klukai wanted to make a retort, Mekti rolls over, laying near Klukai's feet. She seems to be thoroughly enjoying her sleep. That's an elite? The soldiers of the Survey Corps roar in laughter. Get up! Klukai bends down and shakes Mekti awake. Mekti shakes her head around in confusion. What do you want now? Patrol! Klukai pulls Mekti up, leaving the camp with long strides. Behind them rings out the taunts from soldiers, with Dimitri's voice being the most prominent. Now that's more like it. Go be good guard dogs, elite dolls. Yeah, I feel like Klukai fell into that. She should have just stayed in and been like, what of it? Even the Elids are sleeping. Why are we still working so hard? Klukai, can we just report back to the camp and then go back to sleep? Not good. Get ready for battle and wipe them out. Oh yeah, we can place these things again. See, you don't really get a decision here, do you? I guess... Oh, it's an explosive this time. Ooh. Wait, no it's not. Yes it is. No it's not. It is an explosive. Okay. Wait, can I place multiple? Oh no, I can only place one. Okay. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Oh my god, it doesn't even hit vertically. Ugh. What a waste. What an absolute waste. Surely if I grenade. Yep. Do-do. Boom. Do-do. Actually, she needs to attack something to get confectants, doesn't she? Maybe she'll be attacking with her first. Let's see if we can get her into a good position. Nope, she can't hit she can't hit shit. Do-do-do-do. Two for the price of one, let's go. Hey! Take a drink. The big spooder. Oh, I can't one-shot things anymore. Hey, another drink. Oh, I can one-shot them. I just have to be like, I have to have them out of the out of cover. So does this give me confectants? No. Does this? Yes. No? Yes. Maybe. Who knows? I think that actually cost me confectants. It did. Otsukare-sama! Alright, we're almost at the end here, actually. The night passes by without trouble. After a couple hours of movement, the formation finally reaches the target settlement. Our support work ends here. I request that you honor our deal and release 404 from all blame. Help me send my regards to your non-military forces administration masters. Tell them to educate their underlings better before letting them out. Dimitri waves his hands impatiently before leaving with the soldiers. I reckon that Lever and Kalina must have been harassed a bunch at this point, no? Good thing we are supernumerary dolls. Otherwise we might be on the way to a court-martial already. Lever is still part of 404. Handling things like this is part of her job. True enough. What do we do now? Find the residents here and borrow their network. Oh, feel free. I'm going to find a place to sleep. I've been forced to wake up early even after having to stay up late yesterday night. Seeing Mekti rub her eyes and attempt to slip away, Klukai grabs her with haste. Not the collar. You don't need two people to borrow the network. Just go by yourself. We would like to borrow you. We'd like to borrow you our network, but we've lost signal for a couple of days now. The connection is intermittent even on normal days. Plus, there's been many collapse storms recently. Perhaps the base station is completely broken down after all. Does the settlement not need to contact the outside world? The people from the URNC Survey Corps helped to do that. Because they needed to carry out survey missions nearby, some of them started to camp here since half a month ago. So in recent weeks, we have been using their communication equipment to contact the outside world when it was needed. Do you know where their camp is? It's near the southwest border of our settlement. That area is an old abandoned residential complex, so it is perfect for parking their vehicles and housing the wounded and the sick. Sick? You mean Elid infected? Yeah. The scrawny middle-aged woman tugs at the cloak she wears. Her withered hands fold anxiously. Elid infection rates have gone up considerably in the past year. The symptoms have become more severe and more progressing much faster. I thought it was just my imagination. Klukai and Mekti exchanged looks. Until I saw the URNC Survey Corps. Quite a number of them were infected too. It should be that the medical professionals they have with them would be more skilled than those of us who can't even be considered doctors. But it seems that they too are at the wits' ends about these infections. They had no choice but to house some of their seriously ill people here, or there. So what you're saying is, they had a bunch of people leave them previously? Yeah, about 20 of them. We have not seen them ever since that day. I heard from some bounty hunters that there's been an increase in the number of Elids roaming nearby. Even if they lived, they must have succumbed and become just like them now. If people from the regular army can't take it, I don't know how much longer we can last. She bites her lip, unable to continue the topic. I need to take care of my kid. Wait, there was a gomenasai there, and there's no sorry here. It was just I need to take care of my kid. That should be sorry. I need to take care of my kid. Understood. Thank you. I will do the translations now. The woman nods and closes the old, worn door. The underground brokers base station is really down for now because of their shoddy construction, huh? What should we do now, Klukai? The rendezvous point is around 1 or 2 hours from here, so the place is not that far off according to the static map. But it's so dangerous. What if we get attacked by those unknown mechs again? We have no signal and we'll have to rely on the static map. We could easily get lost, you know. Mekti grabs and rubs her hair as if experiencing a breakdown, her tangled hair threads as messy as her mentally exhausted neural cloud. Why don't we wait for a bounty hunter or underground broker convoy and then go back home with their help? If you can think just as fast as you give up, 404 would be in a much better place right now. Then wouldn't it be so over if I gave up thinking at the speed of light? Our only issue now is having no signal. So once we have signal and get the relevant access permissions, everything will be solved. We're going in a loop now. No one has signal here other than... Wait a minute. You can't be thinking of asking the Survey Corps for help, right? Klukai nods calmly. It's impossible if you just think about it for a second. There could be something even worse than Dimitri in their camp. Perhaps a way more tricky end-stage boss. Humans have a saying somewhere along the lines of this. Money makes the devil turn millstones for you. 404 has not been lacking in money recently. Aren't you saying something along the lines of not enabling insufferable people by giving in to their unreasonable demands? Fine, we'll go then. Klukai and Mekti arrive near the complex situated on the southwest side of the settlement. They see a transport escorted by military jeeps arrive and stop at the nearby field. Personnel in protective suits remove supply boxes from the vehicle. Hearing the commotion, medics from the Survey Corps come out of the complex to meet with them. Isn't that a transport from the URNC? Looks like they are staying right over there. Let's go over there and ask. Perhaps we won't even need to get to the uppers before we are granted access permissions. As she speaks, Mekti moves towards the transport, but is dragged into a hiding spot by Klukai. What now? Are you regretting it now? That's not a URNC vehicle. Huh? It's not the common identifying insignia of the URNC. Also, sending this many escorts to guard a supply transport is a bit too much, even for a dangerous environment like a yellow zone. Every dose of medicine could save someone's life. What would dolls like you know? Dimitri's resonant voice rings out from a dozen meters behind the duo. When did you... Next time you want to spy on somebody, make sure you're well hidden from the get-go. However... Standing up from behind cover, Dimitri's gun is aimed at Klukai. Why are the two of you sneaking around? What are you planning? Give me a reason and I'll ask my gun if it likes it. Klukai and Mekti are instantly surrounded by armed soldiers who have popped up from behind walls. They are all aiming at the duo. Klukai gives Mekti a look. They raise their hands to show that they have no intention to fight. We're here to find you. Dimitri stares at the two dolls but eventually lowers his weapon. However, he does not order his subordinates to stand down. What do you want with me? I don't want you to tell me. Let her say it. The yawning Mekti is given a rude shock upon hearing those words. With her mouth still open, she quizzingly points at herself with a look of disbelief on her face. That's right. You. Seeing that Klukai has given her a nod, Mekti scratches her head in resignation. It's like this. Mekti explains their situation to Dimitri, then tells him about their request to gain access to communications. I knew you wanted something else when the two of you offered to escort us. You dolls do have some brains after all. Klukai, is he complimenting us? What a weird guy. We wish only to access the network, communicate with our teammates and regroup with them. And why should I give a crap to help? Screw off back to where you came from. We will pay you for your help. Your words carry such strength and confidence. Don't go thinking that we'll give you a discount because you are working for the Non-Military Forces Administration. Facing Klukai's unyielding attitude, Dimitri lifts an eyebrow and switches to a cantankerous tone? It's true that the signal here is pretty weak, so even if you want to use the military's line, we need to use special signal boosters. So, fees for the use of our equipment and line, maintenance fees, compensation for borrowing our equipment, and hence causing us trouble, a deposit for lending equipment, and... Name your price. Dimitri makes a hand gesture. That's real shady of you, uncle. Why don't you change careers and be an underground broker? Pay if you can. Piss off if you can't. Deal. What? It's not just Mekti. A flash of surprise runs across Dimitri's face as well. Give me your account details. It's definitely a private one, right? Let me make this clear. This is a dedicated line for the URNC Regular Survey Corps, so you better watch what you say while using it. If we find out that you are contacting suspicious people, I will revoke your access. Don't blame all me then. As irregular as we are, we don't have to rely on borrowed vehicle to transport supplies like you people. Huh. What would dolls like you know? This is called reasonable allocation and usage of civilian resources. With so much trouble happening all over the world now, we'd be skeletons eating sand if we all waited for the URNC's official vehicles. And these are the decisions of our top brass. What right do you have to criticize us? You guys, send them what they need. Copy that. A subordinate beside Dimitri nods, then starts working on the trade. Klukai's communicator rings. Received. Shortly after, Dimitri's communicator rings as well. After taking a glance at the balance in his account, Dimitri closes the interface irritably. Alright, it's in. Take what you want and scram. Stop being an eyesore over here. Pocketing her communicator, the two dolls turn towards the exit of the camp. After leaving the Survey Corps camp, Klukai immediately establishes communications with Andrus and Belka. Belka's voice and projection appears immediately. Big sis, I was so worried about you. I thought we would see each other soon, but we suddenly lost contact with you. That was so torturous. We kept being unable to contact you two. Belka was so anxious. She was about to run off on her own to start a wide area search. That's because I can't live without Big Sis. Knock it off, it's time for serious discussion. Have you two successfully reached the designated settlement? We have, but not smoothly. Andrus wears an expression of worry, yet she touches her face relaxedly. Our signal died off on our way here, even though Dia specifically equipped us with signal amplifying receivers before our departure. Our luck was decent, however, and we weren't attacked by unknown mechs or elids after the loss of signal. We used the sun's position, wind direction, and landscape to navigate using the static map, so we didn't get lost on our way. After reaching the settlement, we borrowed the network from the residents, We've been trying to contact you ever since. Now that's something from you two. I was praised by Big Sis. So happy. It's all thanks to the various types of training Leader Klukai arranges for us in peacetime. Now compared to you two, I have a useless doll over here who can only complain in the back seat. Mekti has taken the opportunity to switch to sleeping mode at an unbelievable speed while they were talking. Watching the unambitious Mekti, Klukai lets out a sigh. All she wants is to sleep all day. It's good to let her rest for a bit. Mekti must have been tired after going on such a long journey. The more you speak for her, the worse she gets. After placing a makeshift pillow of clothes under Mekti's head, Klukai ultimately allows her to continue her slumber. Andorus, Belka, head immediately to the location I had just sent you. The Survey Corps here seem to be experiencing strange difficulties. It might be due to the change in environment conditions and the movements of Paradis around this region. I'll remain here with Mekti to start an investigation. Got it. Before I forget, here's something I want you to help investigate. Klukai sends over footage and images she had taken over to Andorus. What's this? They say this is a supply transport from the URNC, but the insignia is different from what we've seen before. In addition, it was followed by a number of armed personnel. Are you suspicious that they are involved in the strange happenings of this region? Suspicious might be too strong a word, but it's good to be prepared. I see. Maintain a good connection on comms. Tell us if you run into any trouble. Understood. After ending the communication, Klukai finally has some time to herself. She opens her message interface. As expected, there is no message from that particular person. Klukai understands that she would definitely hear about it if they had met an end. So, if they don't respond, they are safe. With this line of thought, Klukai pockets her communicator. Alright, we got 3 stages and then the final story of part 1. I assume we are going to find out what Aphelion is here shortly. I hope. Maybe. We'll see. Level 22. With Andorus' information, Klukai can confirm that the underground brokers network used by 404 was completely down. So she decides to contact Deer for an arrangement. After communicating the situation with Deer, he unexpectedly bears a face of resignation. The underground brokers network is completely down. I know. I heard about the signal issue from Andorus as well. And what do you plan to do now that you have heard about it? 404 uses network services provided by underground brokers when operating in contamination zones. My responsibility is doll maintenance, not base station repair. I have no power over the fact that their base stations are rarely repaired and maintained, okay? What? Don't stare at me with such a scary expression. It's really not that I'm too lazy to help. Your mission area is already pretty close to a red zone for starters, and with a hostile environment combined with little money from very little people in this area, it's natural that the underground brokers can't and don't maintain this place very much. Then prod them for repairs. Did that a long time ago. But don't you understand those people? Tell them this month and they reply in the next. Then it'll take another month to complete the repair. I'll contact them again and see if I can solve the issue by giving them more money or some technical support. But I just want to make things clear. I cannot guarantee how long this will take to repair. No one knows how this will go. It's best if you continue borrowing the Survey Corps' signal if you need it. The thought of having to continue cooperating with those soldiers irritates Klukai. At this moment, a comms request from Andorus appears in her visual interface. In any case, make sure to restore the signal as soon as possible, no matter what methods you use. Unless the underground brokers want me to visit them on their own doorstep. Wow, scary.
悪いけど
I have other things to take care of. This is it for now. Klukai switches over to Andrus's comms request. The sounds of gunfire and the roars of elids can be heard through the comms. Leader, we've been attacked by a large number of elids. Please assist. Save me, big sis. Andrus's jeep couldn't crush them all.
了解
Acknowledged.
進路はそのまま
Keep moving in the same direction and sync your locations with me every now and then.
私たちが
Remember, focus on evasion and don't overexert yourselves before reinforcements arrive. Understood. Get on the bike, we're heading out. After confirming their coordinates, Klukai secures the sleeping Mekti on the motorbike's back seat before hitting the gas. Driving on the open wilds, the bumpy ride finally manages to wake up Mekti. Ugh. Who am I? Where am I? Why did you do the seatbelts this way? Shut up and raise your gun. Clear out the elids blocking our path. Then undo the seatbelt for me. I can't move. All right. I want to see Mekti shoot. Mekti, shoot something. Or. Is it a shotgun? It's not a shotgun. It's an assault rifle. Dude, that is a weird looking assault rifle. Move quickly. Andrus and the team need support. Oh, we got some more options of where we can put our support items now. Okay, we can put two things. So we want to put this here. And we want to put this probably here. Oh, you can only put one. Okay. Oh, I'm just going to put the... Can I take this back? Retreat, yeah. Wait, what? Retreat. There we go. I'm just going to put it there. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Do we want to make any changes? I don't think so. I think we're good. Combat start. Boom, boom. Alright, we're going to move Papasha first. So we can try and actually get some confectants on her. There's nothing here that gives her confectants. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. She probably only got one from that. Yeah, she did. Oofed. Oofed.
もういいでしょう 星々よ
Oh, actually, I have Sabrina. I haven't pulled Sabrina out in a while. Oh, we got people spawning back here? Okay. Buff yourself.
準備万端
Whomp. Yeah, you know what? We can probably clear all these guys out. This is fine.
そうですはあ何見てるの
Gets rid of these guys, and then Lotta should be able to get rid of the ones on the right.
もういいでしょう
Hey! Oh, okay, she might not have the range. Oh, she has the range. Oh, she didn't get the last one. There's gonna be one that survives.
今度は
She gets to go again, but she is nowhere near being able to get over there. Dotsugeki! Oh my god, I can actually move the mech. Let's go.
お手伝いしましょう
Get one shot, idiot.
使命達成
We continuing. I think this is stage 9, and then we got one more stage. Andrus, it's Big Sis. That's great. We're here, Leader Klukai. Hearing the shouts from the comms channel, Mekti scratches her head. It's not a big deal, but could someone acknowledge my existence for once? To all Hired 404 members, commence the elimination operation. Objective, eliminate all attacking Elids. Acknowledged. I'll be sure to get it done. That crashed aeroplane reminds me of a Call of Duty map. I don't remember what it was called, but 100% reminds me of that. Deploy support. Oh, these supports kind of suck. Oh, I see what it's for. So you can block them off there. I assume we've got 2. I guess. Sure, start. Okay, these guys aren't spawned yet. So let's go over here. Actually, you know what? No. Yeah. Delete. I think they all die. Yeah, they all die. Lotta. Easy. No, I could have buffed, but whatever. And they're spawned in, and we just throw Lotta down here again. And oh, wait, that's not Lotta. Oh, I shot with Tololol. I did not mean to do that. And dead. This is what I meant to do. Big Ziz! Right after the last bullet ends the final Elid, Belka jumps off the boulder and rapidly sprints to where Klukai is. Stop. But this was my plan. No, my preparation. I've long prepared for a hug of tears and laughter after the long-awaited reunion between sisters. Are they actually sisters, I wonder? Maybe? Is that why you did not operate according to how you were trained, and instead rushed into a mass of Elids? No, I was just spooked by the Elids. Good thing we have Sis Klukai. Sis Klukai is so cool. Go on patrol with Mekti to see if there are any Elids we missed. Go now if you don't want me to send you back to the outpost. Evading Belka's reluctant puppy gaze, Klukai turns towards Andorus, who has just walked over. Why are you so careless? You've disturbed too many Elids. Before we set off, I reminded the two of you to minimize any contact with Elids. We're here to investigate Paradis, not perform environmental work. There weren't so many at first, but... Andorus shows her data records that she has on hand. Even though we tried our best to adjust our route, these Elids seem to actually be heading in the directions we want to go. So it became impossible to evade them. What? Send me the data. Got it. After skimming the data, Klukai feels that there's something off, but she doesn't manage to think of any implications. Forget about that for now. Do you have any results from the investigation I asked you to perform? Yes. According to gathered intel, the insignia you had photographed belongs to the Magni Security Service, a private company, and a PMC registered within the White Zones. A PMC. Correct. Their website states that their business scope includes, but isn't limited to, material transport, escort services, etc., etc. They number around 2,000 and their activities span from green zones to yellow zones. The data starting with Z in their names are a record for some recent commissions they've taken on, but this is not comprehensive due to permission issues. Cest? Wait, what? Oh, Cestfarben Group. Got it. Is that their main client? Transactions between them take up more than 85% of their commissions. Indeed, I noticed that too, which is why I collected some info about that group. Continue. Got it. Witnessing the affirmation of her initial speculation, Andorus organizes her thoughts and continues. Cestfarben is a German-French pharmaceutical conglomerate. Part of their business involves working with some URNC departments and agencies. The conglomerate's transport missions are usually entrusted to the Mangis. How do you reckon this is said? Mangi? Mangi? I'm gonna go with Mangi. Mangi Security Service. There are a ton of PMCs out there in the world, and there are many way bigger than Magni Security. Wait. They spelt it differently. Which one is it? I think it's Magni. I don't think it's Mangi. Is it said somewhere else? Okay, I can't find it. I'm gonna assume it's Magni, as in like mage. What's Cestfarben's reason for choosing them? I believe that the reason would be this. As she spoke, Andorus sends another set of data to Klukai. This conglomerate is the main shareholder for the Magni... Wait, they've spelled it differently again! Which one is it? For the Magni Security Service. Although I have not found the exact contract papers, but according to some past records from Cestfarben, there was once a security department with the same name as the Mangi Security Service, headed by the same legal representative of the current company. A security department splitting off to become its own company. No wonder they work so closely. This organizational split happened likely due to tax considerations. Pretty common move in the green and white zones. Right. You said they were working with the URNC research department. Correct. Mainly on the supply and development of some medicine. Could they really just be transporting medicine? Andorus, contact Lever and see if you can find the relevant transfer orders. I've already done that. According to what information Lever has for now, the Environmental Survey Corps commissioned by the Central URNC government really did send in a request for high-efficiency medicine a few days back. But this kind of work does not fall under the jurisdiction of the Non-Military Forces Administration, so it is hard to know the exact reasons why they have not asked regular forces to transport it in favor of PMCs. Yeah. That's all the intel we have for now. Since I can only make relatively superficial judgments to assist in pre-screening the information, I will later send all that we have to Level 2 for your further verification, Leader Klukai. What's going on? The volume, accuracy, and precision of your short-term intel gathering has improved significantly compared to before. Your process has become more rigorous, and you've also been slowly developing your own ability to make judgments. Klukai turns her head after noticing Andorus' smile. You pass. I'll make sure to catch up faster. When I catch up to everyone, will Leader Klukai become happier? Don't get too carried away. A thought hits Klukai just as they end the topic of conversation. Belka? Oh wait, it's... Oh, there's like a Y in it? Bielka? Oh. Here, what can I do for you, big sis? Hearing Klukai's voice, the patrolling Belka rushes back. Wake up the one sleeping on the rocks. It's time to move. Alright, off I go. Klukai looks towards Andrus as Bielka runs off.
ミシティは私が連れて行くわ。
You and Bielka will be in the same jeep just like before. I'll be with Mekti.
それと
Other than that, make sure to connect to this military line that we borrowed from the Survey Corps. The civilian signal here is too unstable.
わかった。
By the way, Leader Klukai,
どうしたの？
what?
風速と放射
The
線量が
winds and
変化
collapse
してる。
radiation levels are
多
changing.
分また。
I'm afraid a collapse storm is about to start up again.
わかったわ。
Yes, of course.
寄り道せず
Make sure to get back to the
集落に
settlement as
戻
soon
るわ
as possible. Don't waste time on the road. Okay.
これで
I have a feeling we're gonna run into one more person on the road though. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Last one. Is this a boss or are they gonna wait for the boss to be in part 2, I wonder? As Hyde 404 reaches less than a kilometer away from the settlement, Andrus's voice comes up from level 2. Leader Klukai, we just received an SOS signal and comms request from an unknown party. It seems that we are under the same network according to the IP address. Should we answer? Yes. Transfer the comms request over to me. Upon accepting the comms request, a familiar booming male voice rings out from within a sea of noise. Oh, the settlement's been overrun. God, he went through his entire title to ask for help. Amazing. What's going on? He is momentarily shocked upon hearing Klukai's voice. Why you again? I can't care too much about that now. Are you few still around? We need backup now.
協力関係は
Our
終了
partnership is over. Damn the partnership or whatever. There's no time to talk crap with you now. There's a Bujum and Elids attacking the settlement. We can't hold it off much longer, even with the PMC's help. If you really are dolls who can think rather than just order-following machines, you'll know what to do.
相手の規模は
How many of them?
当該
What's the brief registration number and name of the Bujum? At least 30 level 3 Elids. Unable to determine the registration number and name of the Bujum, but its danger level is at least level 4 and above.
了解
Okay. As she cleanly cuts the comms, Klukai issues an order through level 2 to all of Hyde 404. Attention, all members of 404 Team 1. Prepare for combat and maintain level 2 communication at all times. Keep driving towards your current direction with additional haste. Mekti and I will contact the enemy in 1 minute. Andrus, Bielka will provide cover fire from the back. Okay. What's happening? Are we fighting? Who are we fighting? A Bujum. What? A Bujum? Aren't those super dangerous? I might activate Plan B at any moment if the need comes. Make sure to get ready for it. You're stringing me along again. Leader, I can see the battlefield. One does not need Andrus to see that the intense gunfire and screams that signal a fierce upcoming battle. The armed forces and mechs surround a single large Bujum. Their rifle rounds do not seem to do any real damage against its hardened skin. The storm throws up yellow sand, making the small buildings in the settlement in the distance seem even more dilapidated and brittle. The Bujum waves its thick and sturdy limbs around, toppling over a heavy jeep with ease. The men in the jeep who have no time to escape are buried for eternal sleep in the dangerous wilderness before they can even scream. That Bujum looks a little too ferocious. We can't beat it. Klukai, we should run. Klukai takes a deep breath, getting ready to press the button. However, she's a little hesitant. Wait a minute, Leader Klukai. What's going on? According to the battlefield intel, Mekti... Andrus's voice once again stutters, the amount and complexity of battlefield information almost overwhelming her to the point of crashing. But line after line of battle intel continues to successfully be transmitted to Klukai through level 2. After quickly processing the information from Andrus, Klukai roughly understands what she means. This Bujum has reached the point where regular weapons won't be able to hurt it at all. Even if we press the button to turn on her switch, Mekti won't be able to damage it even with her increased rate of fire and movement speed. Oh, Mekti's got like an amp mode. Okay. Andrus returns to normal once the data transmission is over. Then even more reasons not to go. Does that mean we'll never be able to deal with this big guy? So why don't we try the new combat program that Dio developed? I prodded him to install it for me before we left. The external equipment is in the boot. Are you sure it will work? According to the test records, we can surely try. But to use it, I'll have to borrow Mekti's power and use about 120 seconds for loading the calibration. Also, the process won't be able to stop once it starts. We have only one chance. Mekti, retreat and find Andrus. Bielka, you and Mekti should help Andrus find a good place to shoot from, and ensure her safety in the meantime. Use your free time to help the front line to eliminate elites. I'll be sure to get it done. How about you? I'll fight it on the front lines. That's too dangerous. They will need enough firepower to pin down the Boojum. If the front line breaks this early, it's all over. Then I'll go with Big Sis. Follow my orders. Remember your own mission. But you can trust her, Bielka. Your big sister Klukai is super powerful. Don't you remember? Watch over my bike carefully. I'll come after all of you if it gets broken. Klukai heads towards the battlefield and finds Dimitri, who is currently commanding the battle. Order your soldiers in the PMC to prioritize containing the Boojum. Cordon it off in the circular area with a 50-meter wide radius. As for the elites, ignore them unless they threaten to break the blockade. I'll find time to take them out. Also, send me your regional comms password. You want this and you want that. What's your circuit brain thinking? That thing's skin is too thick. We can't kill it even if we circle it, you get it? Shut up if you know you can't beat it. 404 has the firepower to deal some severe damage. All you have to do is cooperate. Dimitri stares at Klukai. After confirming that she isn't messing with him at all, he turns and presses the button on his comms device. All fire teams, listen up. Lock down the Boojum in a... repeats what she said. The formation starts moving orderly once the order is received. Dimitri puts down his comms device and squints at Klukai. Here's the access key. You better succeed. Hired 404 never goes back on their word. Alright, here we go. Boss fight. Boojum fight. Ooh. It's a weird deer. I don't think we've seen this one before. Alright. Good job. Keep it up. Do you reckon we need to switch our team? I don't reckon we do. I think we're fine. We've only got one spot to put this. Cool. Deploy. See, it's not really a choice. Like, they could just spawn it there. Look at this dude. Terror Horn, okay. Actually, no. Just to make sure, I am gonna buff with Cheetah. Just in case this thing's actually insane, but I don't think it will be. I think we'll probably two-shot it. Especially because it's weak to water, too. Okay. It's actually kind of tough. Hey! Another drink. And she gets to go again, do a water attack again. Do another drink. Oh, the frickin' robot's in the way. Actually, she can shoot from here. This is fine. Actually... No, that just does AoE, right? Yeah, let's do this. Oh, damn. Okay, Papasha did a lot of damage. Oh, cinematic. Go, Klukai, go. Oh my god, she span in midair. Oh my god, that car just got yeeted.
隊長ロードは順調だよ。あと1分で発射できる。了解。他のことはいいからあんたは射撃に専念して。了解。
おい、言われた通りに囲んだぞ。何のつもりか知らねえが早くしろ。もう持たないぞ。
Oh no, he's gonna get stepped on. Rip. Could tell that shot was coming. Rip. Oh my god. Get saved, idiot.
あと35秒よ。持ちこたえて。30。
Oh my god, is this actually going to be real time? Is this going to be 30 seconds? Oh, I think it is.
20。
20. 15. Probably 10 at this point. 5. Oh my god, she has an RPG.
クルカイ隊長あと15秒。
She's going ham.
12、11。
She's overloading those processors.
やつを抑えろ。そう。弾幕が薄いぞ。撃て。撃ちまくれ。
Where's the big OP weapon? Shoot it. Oh, is that guy running?
5秒前。5、4。
This actually kind of reminds me of the Evangelion bit where they're charging up the big rifle. Shoot her!
1。
Damn! Oh, damn, it went straight through the leg. Rip. Dude, Mekti's gun looks so stupid. It looks like it would be so uncomfortable to use. Oh, she going. They're gonna get blocked, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, oh my god, look at her jump. Oh, she Madge. All units, prioritize sending the wounded to the garrison camp for treatment. The rest of you clean up the battlefield, count up the casualties, and see if any of those machines can be restored to working order. Most importantly, find me the team leader of the PMC. Dimitri viciously kicks a broken machine near his feet after silencing his comms. Damn PMC. Goddamn Mangi security service. As reliable and secure as a babushka's leaking ass. Wow. On the other end, Hyde 404's 3 other members rush over under orders from Klukai. What a pity. We almost got it. If the humans didn't drop the ball, I bet that Boojum would be lying dead now. Leader Klukai, it's not your fault. But I still feel sorry about this. Hopefully that Boojum will never attack settlements again. Andrus looks worriedly in the direction the Boojum escaped. That thing Andrus brought along is way too powerful. Could Deer be having some kind of hidden propensity for violence? Mekti, Bielka, you two should head back to the settlement first and await orders. Andrus, go have a look at why there was an unaccounted explosion just now. Looking at a bunch of Survey Corps soldiers gathering around a chunk of the Bujum's torso, Klukai puts her gun away.
あっちの様子を見てくるわ。
I'll go have a look. No way. Is that what I think it is? Probably. I've informed Sergeant Dmitri. He'll be here shortly. Going past the shocked soldiers, Klukai sees spots of silvery white light shining from underneath the bloody mess. Viewing it at a different angle, Klukai realizes what the shine comes from, a piece of metal. The piece of metal protrudes from a broken stump, its surface already covered with some crystals due to the effects of collapse radiation.
ドッグタグ
Dog tags. Klukai attempts to come closer for confirmation, but Dmitri, who has rushed over upon hearing the news, picks it up immediately upon seeing it. All of you, get out of the way! Dmitri wipes off the residue on his protective suit, then looks at the words carved on the piece of metal for 2 seconds before keeping it. What are you all doing here surrounding it? Think you have nothing to do? Pull your asses and get your jobs done. The soldiers disperse, but Klukai remains. Got nothing better to do.
ローレンのタグね。
Are those dog tags from the URNC?
もしかして
I didn't see what's on it clearly. Did it belong to the Great Wall Railway Force?
あのブージャム
Did this Bujum
あんたの仲間を
consume your people before? No comment. This is within our mission jurisdiction. However, Dmitri stops and after a bit of struggle, turns towards her and gives a formal military salute. On behalf of the 7th Environmental Survey Corps and the settlement's residents, I thank Hyde 404 for assisting us. No need.
いいのよ。
After staring at the spot where the dog tags once was, Klukai accepts his thanks calmly. She turns and walks towards Andorus, who is waiting a short distance away after finishing intel gathering. Not far away, the Survey Corps have concluded their post-combat tally. The personnel responsible runs to Dmitri. Reporting, sir. Our losses are calculated at 32%. The questioning of Magni Security Service has concluded. They indicate that the offending vehicle was attacked by Elids before the recent battle, causing the fuel tank to have a small crack in it. There was no opportunity to fix it, causing it to lose control and explode during the previous battle. Yes, of course. Help me call the warrant officer. Acknowledged. After a minute of waiting, the comms request is accepted. Oh god, he's doing his introduction again. How's progress? After 3 days of travel, we have reached the target settlement and met with the forward troops medical team. During our march, we completed our preliminary survey of the region's environment. The specific details will be sent in the form of an email. The samples will be brought back at the end of our mission. Good work. Continue with the mission. Sir, in my judgment, a temporary halt should be put on the survey mission and reinforcements need to be sent. I believe that the survey should only continue when we have received reinforcements. Explain your reasoning. We encountered a Bujum with at least threat level 4 at the settlement, and we've been unable to identify the name and registration number of it. One of the stumps broken off it contained a dog tag from personal registered as MIA. Since their dog tags are here, they are presumably... Dmitri falls silent, but grits his teeth and pushes on to complete the sentence. Presumably dead. The comms channel falls into a moment of silence. I will report it to the upper brass and call for reinforcements. However, you have to continue on with the mission. We can't deal with the level 4 Bujum with how weak our current forces are. Already more than 10 of our brothers in arms are never going home again. There's no completing the mission with this little people. You can't be telling me to lead them to their deaths. Noticing he has lost control of his emotions, Dmitri steadies himself. My apologies, sir. What I meant was, we need stronger support and reinforcement to ensure mission completion. Otherwise, the only result awaiting is unwarranted losses. I understand your feelings, First Sergeant Dimitri, but we cannot put a halt to the construction of the Intercontinental Railway in this region. Once the rerouting is confirmed, new plans have been completed urgently. Every piece of environmental information you gather, every batch of land that you survey, and every base station that you establish will have significant and far-reaching impacts. Continue with your mission. This will help facilitate progress once the reinforcements reach you. I will dispatch personnel for your reinforcement ASAP. Yes, sir. I eagerly await your next report. After ending the communication, Dimitri notices that the soldiers around him are carrying strange expressions. Let it out if you are all feeling afraid. It is a very normal emotion to feel. Those who aren't afraid are inhuman. You'd be a machine. Sir, that is a Boojum. One attacked back when we were guarding the Great Wall Railway. If we didn't receive support from the outpost garrison, it would have rushed in and toppled the entire Great Wall Railway train. I know. He lets out a heavy sigh. Pass word to the cooks. Break out the goods and cook up something decent tonight. The families of our fallen brothers will be taken care of in the best possible way. I'll apply for them and assure it. That's all. Go do what you have to. Maybe you could head back with us, sir. Later. I'll check again to see if we missed anything. The storm continues, but dusk is approaching. As the setting sun paints a deep red over this broken, desolated land, Dimitri squeezes the found dog tags. Despite being isolated by the thick protective suit, he can almost feel the hardness and lifeless cold that belongs only to metal. For a long time, he simply looks towards the wilderness in front of him without speaking a single word. The wilds respond only with the sound of boundless wind. Dimitri hesitates for a moment, and without regard for anything at all, he yanks off his protective mask and spits hard on the ground. It's so fucking suffocating. Boom, boom. And there we go. I think that... Wait, what? Wait, why did we not 3-star that? Oh, we had to kill the units off to the side? Oh my god. Alright, well we can do that. We can go back and do that. Alright, let's finish this story off and see where this is kind of heading. Approaching light makes me think this means that Elmo is about to appear on the scene. Maybe? Mayhaps? Hyde 404 is temporarily camping out in the abandoned dwellings of the settlement. Klukai contacts Lever to report on their progress. As Klukai stares at the relaxed but attentive eyes of Lever through her comms, her neural cloud wanders out of the present and into the memories of the years past. You want to hide your hair just to be a guard? Where are you going? A military academy? Oh, how could that be? It's just a measure to blend in and be low-key, okay? Have a look, 416. Don't I look kind of cool? Klukai remembers even now the day UMP-45 set off on a long-term mission at the Non-Military Forces Administration. Pulling her suit straight and somewhat comically swishing her shaggy head of hair that she was not used to, it seemed as if it would just fly off of her head the next second. UMP-9 and G11 stand alongside, their countenances troubled. It'd be better and more convenient for dolls to simply switch to another body, yet the members of Squad 404 stayed silent on the matter. After UMP-45 left for a while, UMP-9 was also temporarily hired by Kalina, leaving only 2 members at the 404 base. Following a period of struggle, the elite doll known as 416 took over as the leader of Squad 404. Although she had gotten her long-cherished wish, The circumstances under which it was achieved were far from satisfying. In the time that followed, Squad 404 underwent personal expansion and structural adjustments. The once awkward attire gradually became a perfect fit for the doll now known as Lever, as if she had always belonged there. Abnormal elib symptoms, attack from an unknown faction, unregistered Boojums. At first, Klukai felt disturbed and annoyed every time she saw Lever in her suit, but as time went on, Lever proved to her that UMP-45 had never left 404. Of course, her more unsavory personality traits were simply buried further down. What an exciting mission! Stop it with your lame jokes. Oh my, I was simply trying to lighten up your expression. As for neural cloud management and creating a nice atmosphere, you have much to learn from Andrus and the others, dear leader Klukai. There is no management. They're just slacking off. Klukai looks towards the other 3 members of the team with no pleasure on her face. Mekti, having received her new travel kit, is fast asleep. Andrus is maintaining her beloved gun, and Bielka is holding her communicator, watching it intently. There hasn't been any progress on the mission yet. Yet they're all so happy. Didn't you guys manage to find quite a number of questionable things? It's still too slow. What we have found cannot be connected directly to Paradis. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that our mission progress is at 0. Don't be too pessimistic. I did manage to find out a few things for you. Remember how Andrus contacted me to ask about the reinforcements? I went ahead and found a few things on my own. We have results now. Everything points to the Intercontinental Railway. Indeed. I've also managed to glean some related information from the soldiers. The original plan was to finish construction on this line 3 years ago, but construction work only began around 1 year back. Since the environment changes constantly in the Yellow Zone and survey technology was not as advanced as it is today, they missed out on information required to complete the planned construction on time. A slip-up. Correct. Serious soil erosion caused the ground to collapse with a boom during the construction of a particular section, causing the tirelessly laid tracks to go kaput as well. Since the URNC places great importance upon the construction of intercontinental railways, the person in charge hid this incident from Heli. That is a fruitless endeavor. Exactly. It was exposed about a month ago. Rumor has it that the related departments had half their managers replaced, you know. And then? The newly minted manager was put under pressure to work overtime, creating a bunch of different plans overnight, and then dispatching different teams to survey different sections of the planned areas. Because the Environmental Survey Corps were already busy with their pre-existing survey missions and could not deal with this large amount of newfound work, soldiers serving in purification zones near the planned route were seconded to work as part of the Environmental Survey Corps. The soldiers you encountered must be the ones coming from the purification zone. So where is the connection with Paradis in all this? Oh my, why are Klukai's thoughts processes all still so rigid? Say it straight and stop being so eccentric and ambiguous about it. You know it already, Klukai. There's something going on with the abnormal radiation levels. The Survey Corps losing contact with some soldiers and having an absurdly high number of the infected. Of course I know, but none of this points directly to the actions of Paradis. The unknown Boojum might be behind the Survey Corps losing contact with some of their soldiers. What if I told you that intel seems to show Paradis conducting strange radiation-related experiments in the red and yellow zones? Would you still think everything is a coincidence now? What I think is not important. Aren't you still at the guessing stage after all this speculation? Isn't that normal? The person responsible for investigating all these clues is Klukai, after all. Please hurry up. You haven't forgotten, have you? The reason we've been delayed for so long is because the information you provided in the commission was inconsistent with the situation on the ground and the unreliable signals of Hyde 404, right? Oh my, you didn't lose your temper this time.
バカバカしい
I can't be bothered to waste my time with you. Klukai brings the topic back on track after thinking for a bit.
アクシデントの連続
Due to the accidents that occurred during our mission, 404 has used up more energy and ammunition than expected. The environmental conditions and threats of unknown forces make it difficult to predict the risk level of future threats.
こんな任務
Do we really have to continue this mission? I'm afraid so. Paradis is known to be quite elusive, so every piece of intel on them should be investigated and verified ASAP.
だからって
This does not mean we should proceed haphazardly. Yes, that's why I've also considered reinforcements. I even specially dispatched 2 additional teams for support. They are Klukai's old acquaintances, by the way. Ah, this is where the Elmo comes in.
知ってる人たち
Acquaintances? Klukai lags for a second, then her face darkens.
まさか
You can't be talking about the Survey Corps. Bingo!
今
Lever! Alright, it's best if I explain this. On the other end of the comms, Kalina pats lever and turns the camera towards her. It's been a long time, Klukai.
ええ
I'm sorry that our inaccurate intel has caused trouble for you and your team.
大きな損害はな
There
かっ
was
た
no
し
major losses. No need to be so formal. Faced with Kalina's sincere apology, Klukai instead begins to feel uncomfortable.
でも
However,
調査隊と手
I
を
still
組む
don't feel that cooperating with the Survey Corps is a wise decision. But at least they can be trusted. According to what intel I have on hand, this much is undoubtedly true.
なぜそう思うの
Are you sure?
調査隊と合流
After we
して
met
から
up with
不
them,
明勢力
we
か
were
ら
never
襲撃を
attacked again by the mechs of unknown origin. This is where I found my first guesses as to where those mechs came from. It was reported that there are other armed powers assisting Paradis, so the disappearance of some URNC survey corps may not be as simple as how it looks at present.
パラデウスが
So
新しい
Paradis has
協力
found a
者を
new
見つけた
collaborator. Very likely. So please, investigate this link. It will be best to find some concrete evidence. Since the URNC Environmental Survey Corps were ahead of us in this investigation, investigating this area of land, they have paid a huge price. In the days to come, the URNC will need to send more personnel here, if this is where the Intercontinental Railway passes through. They might obtain or already possess information that we don't know yet. No matter how you look at it from the safety or intel perspective, the best way forward is to work with the Survey Corps for the
だ
moment.
からって
Will the Survey Corps agree to work together though? They obviously distrust 404. Since they have conveniently sent out a request for reinforcements, I did a little something for 404 to become their forward aid before the main reinforcements arrive. The relevant documents should have already been sent to both of your inboxes.
さすが
You sure work fast. I want to do my best to provide conveniences for you guys.
カリーナ
Kalina,
今みたいなやつと
I
は
suggest
距
you
離を置いた方がい
avoid
い
interacting
わ
with Lever too much. Hearing what Klukai has said, Kalina flashes a cheeky smile from her Griffin days, while Lever shrugs. Right. To prevent any unexpected complications, keep that manner of investigating Paradis a secret barring any special circumstances.
分かってる
Understood. By the way,
言ってたもう一つの造影
regarding the other reinforcement team that Lever
合流
just
する時
mentioned,
間と場所は
what is their identity? Has the time and location for their rendezvous with Hyde 404 been confirmed? About that, the booming voice of Dimitri is heard from outside the building just as Lever is about to answer. Hey, that machine or something called Klukai, get over here. Looks like your collaborator has received the news. I'll keep the identity of the reinforcements a secret. You'll know when you see them. After ending the comms, Klukai gestures for the members of 404 to wait on standby inside while she steps out alone.
人形が寝ないからって
Dolls don't need to sleep, yet it still doesn't give you the right to make a ruckus around here. Don't talk that drivel with me. What the hell is this? Why did the brass suddenly request that you join the team? The Non-Military Forces Administration belongs to the URNC in the first place. It's not strange to send personnel here and there in special cases. As a temp worker yourself, are you seriously unaware of it? Did you read the contents of the email? Noticing Klukai's puzzled expression, Dmitri starts to taunter with smugness on his face. You four dolls are employed under the Survey Corps, and we are the employer. You should understand what that means, right? What? You'll be listening to your orders like good dogs, doing what we tell you to. No troublemaking and no backtalk, got it? Klukai closes her interface unhappily after confirming the contents of the email. But at least they can be trusted. Her neural cloud echoed with Kalina's quote. At least Klukai manages to suppress her resentment. We will adhere to the agreement. As for causing trouble, perhaps it is best to worry about yourself before you worry about 404. Remember, we move out at 6 the next morning. Don't be late. Meanwhile, Blue Sphere is giving a routine report to Cocoon on the road. According to the message we received, we have located our target. Congratulations! You found it after pursuing it for so long. Its movement speed is 40% faster than expected, and there were some errors on estimating the route, causing a delay in recovery efforts. Be sure to hurry up, okay? Anyway, my reinforcements have been pretty useful, right? Ah, I meant Magni's security service. Have they managed to assassinate the target? If they failed, they should feel bad about the transport commission I worked so hard to secure through my connections. No. The URNC's Environmental Survey Corps and those 4 dolls were present and would effect retrieval, so it was let go. However, I have dispatched personnel to pursue, so they will definitely be able to eliminate the target Boojum and retrieve it. Oh, well, it seems good things truly take time. Prioritize retrieval, but be sure to wipe them out if they get the chance, okay? My dear Lord Team Leader of Battlefield Cleanup. Understood. The destruction of the base stations is proceeding smoothly. Soon they'll lose all means of communication. Their equipment is rather ordinary. Magni's security services armed forces should be able to wipe them out easily, even without my help. I would like to advise caution, okay? Our current string of problems were all due to underestimating our enemies. Humans, and interesting creatures. The more you force them into a corner, the more tenacious they get. Be very careful, and don't get your throat ripped out by wild dogs backed in a corner, okay? Understood. I will exercise additional caution. I'll hang up on the comms, okay? Oh dear, I have to talk to our other little friend. Dacia. If only she was as reliable as Blue Sphere. And there we go. That is part 1 of Aphelion done. Now I know part 2 is released at the moment. Let me grab this. Yoink. But we are going to save that for another night. How does it... why is it not... Oh, we still... Oh, it's not released yet. We got 2 more days before it releases. Okay. Well, that means I need to do these, because we probably need to start getting those resources in. We are almost at cap at 9. Where do we do that, by the way? Do we do that here? No, this is a challenge mode. Where... is it assault simulation? No, this is something else again. Hazard patrol? No. Where is it? Supplies. Oh, it's here. I think this is it. Wait, do these actually give better supplies the further you go down? No, they're all the same. It gets a little bit more difficult the further down you get. Okay, we're going to do this one just real quickly so I can actually expend these. And then We might try and roll on Klukai. I'm not sure how many resources we have, but it should be okay. What are our options here? Sentry gun or a HMG? Oh, this is a grenade launcher, I think. Yeah, I'll put a grenade launcher. And we'll keep the same team. Boom, bah. Alright, have we got any good grenade areas? Yes, this is a huge grenade area. That gets everyone. Nice. And I think she gets a second turn after this. Oh yeah, she do. Nice. Cleared it out entirely. She can't really hit anything. Oh, this is the same map. Okay. I'm gonna keep these clear so people can actually get up the stairs. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait here for a while because we need to run to the other side of the map. Oh, the grenade launcher's doing work though. Oh yes, group up. Group up. Oh yes. Okay, this one's being annoying. Shunk. Easy game. Oh, she doesn't have her thing. No. No. We can get rid of 2 at least. Nice. She's not within range of anything. Very convenient. I guess we'll just shoot these down. If she gets 2 turns here, we can actually get rid of both of these, I think. Whop. Oh, yeah. Oh, she can't kill? Oh, yes, she can. Nice. All right, now we can just auto these and spend our tickets. Confirm. And then we can go check out the shop and see what we can buy. All of them. Boom. Cool. Where's the shop? Supply station. So, we want these. Wait, there's 6 of these you can buy? Damn. Okay. We want the keys. Grab that one as well. What else have we got here that's kind of important? Is this important to get? I mean, it's kind of basic. We could get the Klukai gifts, but we kind of need to get Klukai first. Let's do the targeted ones so we can actually roll on Klukai. Yeah, alright. Let's go roll on Klukai. Oh, not shop. Recruitment. So how long is this up for? Oh my god, this ends in 2 days. Oh, thank god I actually decided to stream tonight. Holy shit. Alright, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. That's a nay. Alright. Okay, that's new. Who is this? Is this Sharkery? This sounds like Sharkery. Oh, it's not. Okay. What? Skip. There we go. Okay, 1 new thing and a copy of her. We don't really use her anymore. Big rips. I assume we can transfer these. How much is this? 300? Good. We've got at least a few rolls here. A pistola, okay. Swamp. Come on, give me the Klukai. In before she's got an insane, like when you get a copy of her, an insane Helix ability. Oh, a Groza. We should probably really do something about our Groza too. I used to really enjoy playing her, but yeah, she kind of didn't fit into teams anymore at a point. Because she doesn't do typed damage. Aww. A Colgate. I'll take a Colgate. We also got the free skin to pick up as well, so that's kind of why I want Klukai. Also because she's just cracked. Oh my god, we're going deep. Pistola again. Next 24, so we should get Klukai. Oh, actually it's not a guaranteed Klukai, is it? It's just a guaranteed gold. So we might not even get her here. Krollik, let's go. Best character. Alright. Is it going to force me all the way to 14? Surely not. No, she's going to give the thing. Yeah, the peace sign. Let's go. Alright, what is it? Okay. Security doll squad leader. Oh, Moza Nagant. Oh, that's not a Klukai. Oh. I mean, we don't have Nagant, so... kind of cool. But she doesn't work with anyone at the moment, does she? Because no one else is electric? I mean... still good, but... I'm gonna have to do some grinding in these next 2 days and 9 hours. Okay. And then I think that's our limit. Yeah, it costs 1500, so I think we can roll 4 more individual times, but I don't think I want to do individual rolls. That's going to be annoying. So I guess we need to find out how to get more collapse pieces, and quickly. Well, there's 30. There's 20. Is not enough. Is there anything in events I can get? Claim. That did nothing for me. No! No! Nothing else I can claim there. What about here? Does this give... I don't think this gives collapse pieces. No. Maybe this one? Yes, this gives us 100. Okay. Night March. This is the skin, by the way. I feel like there's not enough points here to get 1,000. Oh no, you need 800 to get this. Yeah, there's only 1, 2, 3. There's only 300 points here. Unless more of these pop up. Oh, these ones. These can be redone every day. Ah. And this one. Oh, I should probably be doing these then, huh? More collapse pieces. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, okay. Does that give us... No, it doesn't give us. Not even close. Oh, it pains me. No, please. I need the Klukes. Actually, do we get anything from this? No. That is unfortunate. What about here? Claim. Only gives me 10. Oh, no. Don't do this to me. This doesn't give me much. That's not particularly worth it. Grab these. Can't change my production to collapse pieces. Can't do anything there. Actually, what about the dispatch shot? No, not really. I do need these. I'm getting low on stock bars. Sure, give me just basic rolls. Yeah, I should probably buy them all too. Interesting. Where can I get more? I'm probably just gonna have to do this. Where is it? Combat exercise. I can do this and I'll get a bunch. Or 20. Oh, I got 105. Okay. Wait, is it reset? It must be reset day. Does that mean if I go in here, I have reset? Ooh. 825. Can I buy collapse pieces with that? No. I can buy you though. If I actually do the next challenge tier, it'll give me 80. Expansion drills gives you a crap ton of stuff, right? Oh, this resets tomorrow. Okay. What about this? Claim all. 65. Neural survey? Actually, no. I don't need to do neural survey. I need to do... Nope. That one. 120. Alright, that gives us that. Okay, so we're a little bit poor right now. Just a little bit. We have 915 collapse pieces and we need 1,500 to do a 10 roll. And we're currently at pity 60, I think. Is it pity 60? Yeah, pity 60. And we got 2 days, 8 hours now to find those resources. Oh boy. Oh, they're rerunning Macchiato too. Nice. The Mackie D. We got 81 normal rolls. Does normal rolls give you anything? Wait, what is this? After reaching the required progress, you may select one. I have all of these characters now. So I'm just going to be selecting one that has a good duplicate ability. But yeah, that might be it for tonight. Let's just jump into maybe more? 20 more. Okay, every little bit counts. Voyage. Claim. I don't think this gives collapse. No, it doesn't. Sad. Oofed. Alright, we're up to 935. We also do have this stuff though. Which I could do. What was the other one? Joyful Festivals. Reward has been claimed. Obtain. Oh, did we just do something for this? Ah, yes. The extra 20 points. Alright, we need to do these two. How many days is this up? Oh, we got 23 days to do this, so we should reach 800. Surely. Surely. And what is this one again? Oh, these are the boxes, right? Yeah, I'll try and find a way to get more collapse pieces. And hopefully... Oh, another 100. We're now up to 1,000. We just need 500 more, and we've got another 10 roll. And then we'll probably roll... Okay, so I'm going to have to do a roll before phase 2 of Aphelion comes out. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna have to do it probably Wednesday. That's fine. We can do that. Cool. But that is it for tonight. Thank you for watching. I will try and get back into the swing of things. Hopefully today is the start of that. And we can continue streaming on because I still have a lot of Absolved. Is it called Absolved? Avowed. Avowed. I still have Avowed to go through. I'm like, I don't know how far I am in that game. I feel like I'm halfway. I might be wrong about that though. We might only be quarter way. Who knows? But yeah, I do want to pick that game up again and try and finish it. Arknight's new story is about to drop imminently. That is going to be the Vina Victoria. So, oh my god, what's her actual name? What's that character's name? Siege. It's going to be Siege actually becoming queen, I think, from what I can tell. So that'll be an interesting one to go through. And the character art on her, it looks amazing as well. I need to go back and check I've got enough resources on Arknights too. I think I do, though. I think I do. But yeah, cool, cool, cool. Next time we play this, we will hopefully have a Klukai. And hopefully we'll also have the Klukai skin as well. The Klukai skin might take a little bit longer. That does seem like we'll need the full 23 days to get. But we will get it nonetheless. All right. I will catch you guys later. Peace.